The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
That is most definitely the wrong intro.
Took note.
I failed. Sorry, chat. That is a massive failure. I know we're live right now, so we're just gonna pretend like this is not happening.
It's JT's fault.
I
This
didn't
is
do it. I'm
definitely-
drinking my tea. I didn't
Yeah,
do
blame
it.
Smash,
None
dude.
of this is happening. It is all Smash JT's fault. Let's just
In fact, you guys might be watching a rerun.
Adult audiences only.
not happening.
If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's a way of life.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
The Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken
Phrasing.
out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bragging gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
Nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say?
People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. He knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah.
On the other end of the spectrum, yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cuck Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends?
Titty
Did your social
freakers.
credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. 15 years have I been waiting to stand up on my ground.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you! Drops, retard. Robocock.
Auntie? そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ、スパイ
あや、これ好き。よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Good job, Daddy, not going on that incel show. I'm going to buy you that Switch too now.
I am the foot god, Kaida.
Hey man, welcome to Smash JT Tea Shop, where I have no idea what the fuck I am doing.
I saw you promote your fucking tea in the chat, you bastard. I saw you drop the website link. I saw it. I saw it.
Why didn't you highlight it? Help promote. Help a brother out.
Nah.
Come on, your channel's
Nah.
flourishing. You're doing well. I'm
You're
sure you don't need any help
fine.
from somebody small time like Hypno, right?
Yeah, you don't need me, man. You're fine. You're fine. Shout out to everybody. Welcome to another episode of SNH 167. It's a lot of episodes, man. It's a lot of Saturdays. Very consistent, but you guys are here every single week, and I appreciate it. We appreciate it. We got a special guest today. Somebody a long time in the making, but scheduled well in advance. None other than the very famous Melee K. How are you doing?
Doing good. Happy to be here, hanging out with all of you. This week, I discovered I'm the worst Blackthorn player on the planet. I couldn't figure out how to open a door.
Let's go.
You're the worst Blackthorn player on the planet. Kata's just the worst black on the planet. So
You're among
Perfect.
you're among good company here because a lot of us
We're
do
starting
not play
early, I
games.
see, with the
Yeah.
pasties. All right, I see what we're doing.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Motherfucker Leon.
Aren't pasties the things women put on their nipples?
Yeah,
On
like
their nipples,
the
yeah.
tit thing. Yeah.
See,
Says the
Leon
guy
doesn't
who
think-
likes snow bunnies, by the way.
See,
Why
here's
are
the
we
thing. It's
talking
like
about pasties?
the thing about Leon that you have to realize is that everybody here, everybody in general is internet racist. Leon is racist offline too. That's just the way he
That's why I love him. It's great. It's authentic
Wait, why are we
racism.
getting a round of applause for that?
Because we have black people on the panel, so it's fine.
Authenticity
We're
is
not
the
going to get
currency
clipped
of
anymore. You know what I'm saying? So again,
oh my god,
the unofficial moderators are here. They're going to be here no matter what. It's fine. All right, boys. Listen, we
diversity
got.
is our strength.
I know, right? We got a lot we got to talk about today. Wait, weren't you called a token black like not even yesterday, Kato?
Yeah, by K-Mid.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, he
fine.
gets
Don't worry
cold
about it. They
shit.
already know what's up. It's okay.
That's like super racist.
Are you hiding from K-Med, coward? I thought they were against being racist.
That's
I
funny
thought they were
because
against
again,
being racist.
I want to
Really
remind
not.
people his camera is never off on a G&G stream.
Oh, please get the fuck out of here with that shit. All right, my camera's always off when I'm eating. All right.
You're always eating.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're
you're eating on this
it's
stream.
7 o'clock our time. How the fuck you not eating at all up to this point today?
It's insane,
Hey,
bro.
why are you worrying about what I'm putting in my mouth, bro?
You gotta
Because
hey,
you are literally the
hey,
walking
yo.
stereotype of colored people time right now.
You gotta understand, Uber Eats takes a long time to get to him. Okay, they gotta
Oh,
drive
shut
around
the-
a bunch
Hypnotic,
of
shut the
gunshots.
fuck up.
It is
Okay.
a scary. It is a scary thing to deliver to his house, man. All right.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
Holy shit.
Listen, let's
what
get
happened to me
our
yesterday
intros
was
done.
bullshit, man. It's bullshit.
Let's get our intros done, and we got lots to talk about. So, Leon, please be normal.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm actually super stoked. Apparently, we only ever talk about negative things and never talk about games and whatnot, but we're gonna have an awesome discussion about this new the GameCube, or I heard someone call it the Steamcast instead of Dreamcast. That one's my new favorite.
That's
So
pretty
yeah, I
cool.
can't wait
better
to
than
get
the
the
game.
nitty-gritty of that.
I never really liked that. I thought it was funny the first time I heard it, but now it just makes me go. You know,
I've
it's
heard it
too-
once. The point is, I'm
Just
stoked
makes
to
you
talk
sound like you
about it.
got
It's gonna be a
cold.
great discussion. So yeah, let's just get into it.
Oh yeah, Kato.
What's up, man? It's Kata, aka Khalil Too Short. We're here. We're not queer. Well, some of us are. Leon. But we're here to have a good time, man. We're gonna be talking games, something that we don't do, according to retards on the internet. It's gonna be a great time. Enjoy yourselves. I'm definitely not eating and drinking right now. I'm so ready for tonight. I don't know why. I just want to play Sonic Racers. I want to play Sonic Racers.
Sonic Racist?
Racist.
That's it.
Great
Sonic
racers.
racist.
That's
Sonic is fun.
racist.
I definitely heard Sonic Races.
Hey, you heard
I
what
guess
you wanted to hear, man. You heard
I
what
guess
you
that's
wanted
the
to
Sonic game where they purposely exclude Shadow because he's black.
I think
Pretty
if I
much.
stream, that's what I'm gonna call the stream.
But yeah, man, I'm ready to get it in.
Hey,
Have a good time.
hey.
It's getting ridiculous.
Oh my
I feel
god, bro.
uncomfortable
Nasty.
being below him. I'm just
It keeps that. No,
Say you want to
keep her
blow
right
him?
where she was. Put her
Nope.
back. I don't want this man below him. Yeah, there we go.
Cassie,
What is
take it away,
doing here,
please.
man?
No one's ever
What's
belonged.
up?
You know.
Oh my gosh. That is true. Goddamn. What up, y'all? Cult Classic Cage here, and amazing week to talk about insane things. This Steam machine has been insane. Okay, the edits. All right, the things that pictures that people have put of me on the Steam machine is fucking insane. Okay, like one
saw
with
that.
maid outfit. Like some people need to be stopped. Like
Did
I
Grok
don't know.
ever
or
reply when I
flipped or
tagged Grok
something.
to put you in a sundress for that?
No,
Damn.
even Grok thinks you're retarded. But I digress. It's good to be here as per usual. I had someone call
Hell
me
yeah.
a grifter today, and through letting them simply just talk, they prove they don't even understand what words fucking mean. And we're here to laugh about all insanity and have fun in the
That,
process.
that word has lost all meaning like a year ago, but
Yep.
they just got to run it into the ground. Anyway, Melee K, tell everybody who you are, what you do, where to find you. Your links are all in the description. Mods, please make sure you're sharing the channel throughout the stream.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm Melee K. I'm one half of MeleeGames, and we just cause mayhem on the internet. Right now, we're doing an award show, and Israel hates us because we nominated Pirate Yakuza as Game of the Year. So
Seriously?
that's me. Yeah, like a bunch of people with like Israeli flags are super mad, and they're like threatening to do things to Sega I won't say on YouTube. Because I nominated Pirate Yakuza.
That is a very strange reason. Okay.
But
Seen everything
Brazil
else.
loves
More
us,
concerned as to
so
why you nominated Pirate Yakuza of all games for Game of the Year? Like maybe the Jews should hate you.
First, yeah, I think they might be a little bit right. I'm a simp for Pirate Yakuza. I don't even care. That's like the best pirate game to ever exist at this point. But our award shows specifically games we played on the channel, so that's why.
Okay,
Got it.
that's a little
Anyways,
bit different. Fair enough.
Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, Israel hates me. That's nothing new. And Brazil loves me right now because there's a game called Brazilian Drug Dealer, which we also nominated. And the Brazilians found out, and they're all just screaming in our mentions, big, oh my God, yes, Brazil. So that's my life.
That's a hell of a duality in your comment
Yeah.
section.
It is.
Very nice.
Honestly, same. Same.
We're happy to have you, and thank you for
Thank you.
spending time with us, hanging out with us today. Sheepsidian, the only normal one on the panel.
Lies.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of like offline work, basically fixing phones and changing car batteries and shit like that. But I have not forgotten to pick up a manga for the week. Would be Demons of the Shadow Realm, Volume 3. And for
Very
those who
nice.
don't know, this is done by the same person, the same woman that did Full Metal Alchemist. So you can expect some goodness out of this. Good art, good story. I recommend it. I kind of cracked it open, looked at some of the art. It looks really good. I mean, I can kind of show off some of it if y'all would like to see.
Hold on. FMA is done by a woman?
Yes.
Wait, you didn't know that, Cass?
Well, now I'm not getting it.
No.
I didn't know that.
Which
either.
is, it's funny that a lot of people don't realize that that Full Metal Alchemist and Demon Slayer, two of the most recognizable anime series of all time, were done by women, as well as
Inuyasha, baby.
Inuyasha. Yes, yeah, exactly. As well as
Well,
Inuyasha.
it's because how can you sell the narrative of anime fans being misogynist if you can't sell that narrative?
Like
man.
it anymore.
Another
I remember this was years ago when I found out that FMA was written by a woman. I was stunned, and not because it's like, oh, women can't write or whatnot, but like the sheer the well-written masculinity in that fucking manga. The fact that a woman like was able to nail that and it's still got that it's got that soft feminine touch to it with the brotherly love and whatnot. But I mean, the sheer amount of masculinity is really well done. It's like, damn, it was written by a woman.
I think women that are truly talented at writing are capable of writing those types of things in layers, whereas men kind of just simplify things, which obviously men and women are different. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But like a woman separates a lot of things into multi-layers, especially if they're actually talented writers.
Yeah. Keep going, Sheep.
But I was about to say another bit of information that a lot of manga readers don't know about. Pretty much the entire Legend of Zelda catalog was done by 2 women. It's a team of women. So
wait,
great
that's in the
art,
Zelda
great
manga,
story.
really?
Yeah.
That one I didn't know. I've got like that whole run. Holy shit.
And there you go. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for this week.
Melee K is the Tucker Carlson of Saturday night. That's fucking crazy.
I
That's
believe
the
it.
best compliment you could give me. Thank you so much. I love.
What does that make me?
Go Tucker.
Makes you a wizard.
Ben Shapiro.
Sean Hannity.
I'm not even going to question why there's an Xbox logo behind you. I'm just not even going to do it.
Lemon.
We're going to go right to Will and skip the Xbox logo behind
Wow,
Wizard.
the Phil Spencer promo is insane.
This is wild. What's up, Will?
Damn, man. Hello. Yeah. Also, the Suikoden manga was done by a woman as well. Just a fun fact there. Sup, everybody? It's Will. Will of the fans. See what I did there? It's been an interesting week watching the AAA studios either laying off their staff, releasing mid-slop, or literally shutting down their stocks because they're so unprofitable. DEI is not your strength, as it turns out. But hey, I'm looking forward to talking about a positive subject. The Steam Machine looks to me like the sort of the natural evolution of the console that we've all been waiting for a long time without realizing that we were waiting for it. And that pad is sex on toast, so let's fucking go.
What?
Hell yeah. And then we got Smash JT.
Wait, can we go back to the sex on toast? What?
Yeah, my brain's stuck on that.
Here.
Nope,
You
Smash
don't
JT.
know British.
No.
Well, you can't speak at all, man. You can't even spell. Come on.
Oh, shit.
God damn, I'm cold on these jokes.
Can't even
Damn.
pronounce Yote. Fuck.
I prefer you in a Blizzard than you in an Xbox office. Anyway, Smash, go ahead.
Good to be here. Looking forward to talking about the things we never play, video games, and I
Yeah.
guess maybe the drama surrounding certain things. I got to be honest, guys. I am really hyped for that Valve VR, and I have no idea what the fuck it even is.
You're the only
They-
one.
They did a really good job of selling me on the idea and the promise of it. Now all we need is somewhat affordable price to go alongside.
Now, that thing is going to be the most
luck.
expensive piece of hardware that they've showed off. I'm
Probably, yeah.
guaranteeing
You think
it.
it's gonna be?
It'll
We'll talk
cost the
about it, I'm
same.
sure.
Yeah,
but you
because
think-
we're talking about
really?
screen and power all in one. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Let's save it. Let's save it for the
We'll get to
for the topic. We'll get to it.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I launched any brands or anything this week or anything. So yeah, I think that's pretty
Thank
much
God.
Yeah.
Guys launching
would be-
everything
that's
except for
good.
something video game related. It's crazy. Wizard, who's in a Blizzard,
Blizzard.
who's
was-
now in a
Yeah,
newsroom.
I've got some breaking news. I have a Kotaku fact of the week.
This is all over the place, my man.
It is now time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. Welcome to Kotaku Facts, brought to you by the real-life fake wizard. He's not really a wizard, guys.
Best music.
Yeah, that's an awesome promo. I am gonna hijack the show for just a minute here because this is a really interesting article. You can go ahead and pull it up. This is from
Yeah,
Kotaku.
there you go.
This was November 14th, so it was yesterday. The article is there's just no way Claire Obscure Expedition 33 should be up for Indie Game Awards.
Jesus
Now, this
Christ.
article goes on to say
Let him
that
cook.
because the Indie Game Awards were just announced. Here's the nominees. So you got Expedition 33, Hades, Silksong, Blueprints, the things that we all keep talking about, the ones we keep hearing about. But this Kotaku article is going to go on to say that Expedition 33 shouldn't be on here because it's too big. So it only belongs competing with the heavy hitters and for the bigger shows. And it doesn't belong, like Silksong also doesn't belong here in the Indie Game Awards. And I think that's fucking ridiculous to make that claim, but that's basically what they go on to pander through this. This is a very long article. We're not going to read it. You guys can find it if you need to look it up. But basically, that if your company is clearing millions of dollars, that immediately takes you out of the indie category, and you compete in the big leagues.
Well,
and I
If you're,
think not
if you're
only
successful, you don't deserve this.
Yeah.
but I think that's discouraging, number one. But I
Literally.
also think, and this is where I'm trying to get to with something like this. I personally believe that this is to try to downplay Expedition 33 as
Yeah,
we do
definitely.
get into the bigger award shows, right? So firstly, this is some bullshit that, oh, well, you're too big to compete with the small fries over here. Look at the cute little indie games. You can't compete with them. Fuck you. That's bullshit. Secondly,
want them
you're
to win
setting
an
the
award at all.
tone for Expedition 33 to not win in the big shows because you fuckers don't, because you Kotaku, and all you other access media journalist companies out there, you don't want this game to win because it makes you look like shit. It makes you and your financiers look like fucking shit if Expedition 33 clears house. And it deserves to clear house. Especially when you compare it to some of the other games. Look at
I don't want to
soundtracks.
I don't want to ever sound like I'm agreeing with Kotaku, but I'm going to take the standpoint of they might be onto something, but I disagree with how they're saying it here, because
They're
I feel
setting
like
it up. It's like sending a kid to fight in the big leagues.
I like the conversation.
I feel like
this is why I said it's going to hijack the show. I like this conversation because it is a talking point that should be discussed. I don't like what it's being used for to position for to downplay Expedition 33 when it comes to the game.
This shouldn't be a conversation. This should be a very easy answer. Is the game an indie game? Yes or no? If answer yes, it should be.
I don't understand.
How do you define an indie game, though?
How much?
That's why it's a conversation.
I mean,
how much did they spend to make the game? How big is the
studios?
You know,
hold on. How much to make a movie doesn't matter. Do you guys realize that the Jim Henson Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie from 1990 was an indie film? At the time it came out, it was the highest selling indie film of all time. But Ninja Turtles is still an indie film. Like the idea that, we've got to treat it as if it's some like megalithic Hollywood blockbuster, AAA production, whatnot, because it's a big IP. I think that's bullshit. It met the qualifications for being it was independently financed, independently developed, independently produced, independently created. Therefore, it's an indie film. Why would Expedition 33 be?
I'm going to push back on that for a second. Here's why I think conversations like this should happen. It brings the spotlight onto indie games, and that's something that we need more of.
Yeah, fair enough.
We need all attention, all discourse around indie game development, indie game publishers, indie game developers, and indie games. So anything that gets the eyes off of fucking Avatar Frontiers of Pandora got nominated for soundtrack. Star Wars Outlaws got nominated for soundtrack with the Game Awards. Expedition 33, that's the other one. What was the other one?
Expedition 33 should be a shoe-in soundtrack. It's the only soundtrack that people were raving about.
It wasn't even nominated for a Grammy, though, Will.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's not the Game Awards, the Grammys. The Grammys did not nominate Expedition 33 for the soundtrack.
I agree with you that we need to be talking about indie games and whatnot more, but I don't think that...
You think the Grammys knows anything about music?
In Expedition 33 video game status, I don't think that's a valid way to go about discussing any stuff because the answer is just patently obvious.
So basically, all the indie games are like, you know, you're I don't know, 100-pound, 90-pound 10-year-old, and then they're all in a wrestling match, and then out comes a 200-pound oversized fucking kid who's in the same exact age bracket, and he whips the shit out of everybody. And then all the parents are like, "Well, that's not fair because he's 200 pounds." Like, no,
it's like an NXT call-up.
That is a great analogy.
What they are literally implying is that you succeeding is what gets you disqualified. That is insane.
And that is the most communist thing you can possibly hear.
Literally.
It's also sitting next to Hades 2 and Silk Song, which are also wildly successful.
Right. They said the same thing in the article. They downplayed them too.
Team Cherry only has 5 people? Like Team Cherry's tiny. So
honestly, did Hassan Piker write this article? Because that sounds exactly like the kind of,
Speaking of Hassan Piker, Clancy JT for 279 says, "Help me sing happy birthday to his son. I love him."
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Buy my tea.
That's insane. All right, boys. Let's skip this fucking conversation about Kotaku. That's a great fact, though, by the way.
It was a good one, though. It was a good one.
That's actually an awesome topic, but
we could probably argue for like 2 hours on that. But unfortunately, we got to argue for 3 hours on other
definitely
things.
could argue the whole show on that. Yeah.
Let's get into the number one segment because we do have unofficial moderators that are waiting to count, so we need to make sure we get to that. And we're gonna do the pre-stream legends. Let's go.
Money, print money, cash, money, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, Superchat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
You said his channel was dying and he wouldn't get any more donations, so why aren't we getting fucking donations?
How are they doing that, bro?
Because that's how AI works.
It's like that guy
I feel
is
like
just
one of
openly
those
mocking her
monitors
the
needs to have
entire way.
Darkside Phil. Like just in the background, it's a Darkside Phil cameo for one of those
I
monitors.
think giving me AI was the worst thing you could ever done, but it's fine anyway.
I agree.
This is what
I love
AI is
that.
for.
I love
That's
the way
true.
that guy's
It
just
is.
roaring at her face. It's like he's mocking her.
King Demon Wing Legend, shout out to you, my man, for the 5 memberships. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then we got Old Man Cad dropping a massive 20 memberships. Thank you, Old Man Cad, as always. I appreciate that.
God damn.
We got DJ with a 10 says Cad is mid. Vengeance for Aerith.
Eris.
Well, you know, it's kind of how it goes, DJ. What can I say? She's going to make a comeback at some point. And then DJ dropped a 10 membership banger right after that, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Chimpus Universe for a 10. Let us bow our head and pray, Lord Jesus, we cometh before you on this glorious Saturday night for another edition of SNH brought to you by Hypno Coffee and Smash Tea. We ask you, Lord, to keep the haters
Amen.
well informed
I
of the
actually
amount
love
of
that.
supers being sent to save their children's eyes from their stomachs. We ask you, Lord, to bless the streamers with digital gifts as we roll through this stream. We ask you to, this is still going. We ask you to bless brother JT to not interrupt people and for Bubbles to not be
I won't
oblivious. He's
interrupt. I
watching the
promise
game.
not to
You just
interrupt.
interrupted that.
You just interrupted the fucking super chat.
That's the fucking
Yo,
joke.
literally.
I am trying to fucking pray here.
We ask that you bless Hypno to take the dog collar off his rabbit hound and let him chuck bananas as he pleases. We ask you to bless the real life. Why is this still
Holy
going?
shit.
Yo, that's insane.
We ask you to bless
What
the
do we
real
keep
life
her on
fake
Rumble?
wizard that he may find in his journey the ability to be a real wizard. And finally, Lord, we ask you to bless Sister Cass to find her sundress, bounce it all around. In Jesus' name we pray.
Holy
Amen.
Holy incredible.
Amen.
I have
Amen.
never seen a super chat chain that long. Holy
I have never
fuck.
either. That was
Oh,
awesome.
that has got to be a
sight to
record.
behold. That was beautiful.
Holy crap.
Shout out to Chimpus Universe, man. That is, I'm sorry, Chimps Us Universe. My bad. I read that wrong. Shout out. Melodic Method with the 10 memberships. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Legendary. Forgotten Vet, the silent protagonist, with a $20 mega banger. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Hypno Toad with a $4.99. All hail the Hypno Toad. You will like the stream. This is my second attempt of asking the Footman to review the Society of
Magical Negroes.
There you go.
Wow.
Bro, I'm sorry, dude. I got to get paid to do that one. That's going to hurt.
The payment
I gotta
is
get
in
paid
the
to do that
views
one.
that you get. You'll be fine.
Correct.
You'll be
Nah,
fine.
dude, that's going to fucking hurt, dude.
Payment and exposure. What do you mean?
Exactly.
Exposing
Wizard
myself
for-
to a Glock in my mouth if I watch that shit in Minecraft.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't know you put things in your mouth like that. Long and hard. That's crazy. Anyway, War Wizard 199. This was the work of McLovin. I agree. It always is. DJ with $100. Red Boy. First one of the stream. He says, ask Kata when will Atreus know who the fuck Bill Pickett is? Or he'll give the cowboy hat up. What do you got for him?
I got you, because he still doesn't know. He still doesn't know.
Didn't he Google
Damn.
it like 6 months ago? Did he forget already?
He still doesn't know. Still doesn't
That's
know
a
that.
shame. DJ, I'm sorry, man. Some of us are just a little slow. DJ with a 10. Also, Cad can't play games. That's sad. The Dirty Dirty Turkey says, great. Okay, this is ridiculous. So, do you guys know the lore of the Dirty Dirty Turkey?
I've been following it. Yes.
Oh my god.
Every stream, this fucking turkey shows up in some other place on the planet. And I now apparently it's in front of the Great Wall of China. Yesterday, it was in Antarctica. The day before that, the Grand Canyon. I don't know. I'm losing track at this point. I'm waiting for the
Fast
month
ass
to
chicken.
end, and then it's going to somehow be like in the galaxy somewhere. JR for 13 months, identifying as Leet, 13 months of bigot love. What does a banker use to unlock their safe? Okay. Don't forget to touch the bird. Thanks, brother. Adam Revealed, 19 months. Shout out, man. Welcome home. Bizarrus with a 10. Fun fact, if you like the Shock My Dog song, you get for a second an animated dog paw instead of a thumb up. Even YouTube hates us on. I fucking love it.
What?
No way. That's not real.
I'm
That can't be
checking
real.
right now. Hold
No
on.
way.
Check that. Somebody verify. Tails with a Ramus for 20. Just dropping this off for the queen of retro games, the unredeemable lady, Sonic's true and only champion, Melee K. Gentlemen, you've got a top tier guest. on a
Oh my God,
quarterly
it's
as
true.
per- No way, it's
Wait,
not
thank
true.
you.
wait,
The
what's
fucking thumbs
What
up
is it?
button when you click it turns into a dog paw and then goes back to being a thumbs up button when you like the shot.
okay? Wait, which one
No
is
way.
it? The sun.
I will drop the link in the
Holy
private
shit!
chat right now.
It
Yeah,
really
hold on. I
did.
need to
What
see
link?
this.
Why?
I need
Send the
to
link.
wait a minute.
It's
I need to
totally-
fucking see this. I need
Alright.
to fucking see this.
I'll put
The
it.
song, right?
Yeah, I just dropped the link in the private chat.
From
Click on the
who?
song,
Gu-
it'll-
Gucci Mark?
Holy shit! How?
Gucci Mark?
Oh yeah, it does.
It's in the, in the private chat.
Yo, that's
What the-
insane.
No!
Guys, hold on. Aramis, thank you
No.
for the 20. I agree. We're happy to have Melee K on the stream. Excited. This is fucking legit, my guy.
This is insane.
Oh
What
my
the
god.
fuck?
Yeah,
Look
it's
at that.
crazy.
I've ever seen.
Shock. Oh my God, that's so good.
Bruh.
That's insanity.
Oh
funny as hell.
my god.
That's,
got
that's
kicked?
comedy. That is
Cassie,
comedy.
we lost
wow.
Cassie.
Cassie
You know-
laughed so hard she got kicked. Oh shit.
You
Bro,
know what
that's
strikes
crazy.
me as?
I thought
That
I
strikes
did that.
me,
My internet
strikes
just
me as a
shut
rogue
down.
employee at YouTube that fucking hates Hassan.
Oh, they
I don't
definitely
think
put
it's
that
a
in there
rogue
for sure.
employee, dude.
But I don't think that was approved by corporate. I mean, is what I'm saying.
No.
Do you think it's automatic by having dog in the title?
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
Why don't you go find
yeah.
another
Oh,
video with dog in the title and see if that happens.
I'm
I don't
checking
mean
right
to
now.
ruin everybody's fun, but you know what I'm saying.
So I'm just gonna type
No,
in.
it just
Uh,
it's
it
a
does.
music symbol
It does.
when I go to a different dog song.
I just went to a dog video and I got the
Why does
same
that
Yeah,
sound
okay,
dirty?
so did
Oh.
I. Even so, it's still great.
The lore
That's
says
still
that
legendary.
YouTube hates Hassan. Okay, that's the
Yeah,
lore.
let's
That's what
put
it
that
is.
lore. Yeah.
It happens for every dog video. Yeah.
Me and my stupid logic. Tails with Aramis for a 5, and this is for the eventual unhinged wording Smash AT will say, which will be clipped and used against him. You're the best, good sir. LOL.
Cheers. Thank you.
Sounds about right. St. Hugo, 17 months. Hi, I'm new here. Or just getting old, forgetting things. Who knows? I don't. Weekend, yay. Hail all. Hope everyone's doing well. Shout out to St.
Shout out,
Hugo, man. Legend for the longest.
Mhm.
Archangelus with a 5. Hello to the panel in the chat. Looking forward to tonight. Need a laugh today. I think you'll get plenty of those. Demon Carol with a 5. Doesn't matter how much you eat, Kata. You are only growing sideways now. Holy shit. Okay.
Damn.
Holy
I think that's
shit.
all of us. We're adults.
That is rough. That is rough. Chimpus. I'm sorry. I keep saying Chimpus. Chimp us universe for a 2. Put the chicken and banana down, Chim Chim.
Hey, fuck you guys, all right?
Go in the back of the house.
Like, I can't even go. I can't even go take a piss without y'all talking shit.
That's hilarious.
Black
He
man.
wasn't in the back of the house. He was just under the table. He's really short. You can't hear him.
Yeah, I was gonna
D-Day-
say, got off his stool.
Dire Wolf with a 2. Yo, K, fire.
Yo,
Shout out.
D-Day.
Hey, look at that profile picture. God damn.
Oh, D-Day.
Bruce Fields with a 5. Sidebar. When's the SNH movie dropping? Did I miss it? Guys, I keep saying I'm aiming for end of the year, like final SNH for the year. It's a lot
can't
to
wait to
work on
cast Tom
an
Holland as
AI
my
fucking movie.
What is it, like 6 seconds at a time type thing?
It's 8 seconds at a time. It takes a lot of AI
Wow.
credits, and my AI credits are being taken up by the clips that you guys want to pay for, which is not a bad thing, but it's like it still costs a lot. I think it costs me like, what is it? Per clip, probably like 3,000 AI credits or something. Because sometimes the AI fucks up.
I don't know what
So-
that means.
Yeah.
What's
So
3,000?
it's a lot.
Every
It's a pain in the
month,
ass.
every month, I get 25,000 AI credits for the level that I'm at with Google. So every one Red Boy clip costs, depending on how many mistakes, like it could be like 2,000 to 3,000.
Oof.
So yeah, it takes a lot. And then the SNH movie, I'll forget about it. All the
That's a
mistakes
good
AI
point,
makes.
too. Like, it's not perfect, so it could make a mistake. And you're like, oh, I need to fix this.
Yeah, you got to try again. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Golden Apples $4.99. The Gabe Station, go crazy. But what's even more crazy is I can put Steam OS on my current PC and turn it into a Giga Gabe Station. More power.
Yeah.
Legend.
Gabe Station.
San Hugo with a 2 sends Vindiluvians.
Oh, hell yeah, for the glory of
Wunderbar.
Vindaluvia. The Vindaluvian Empire has pledged to exterminate us all.
Sounds painful. War Wizard 199. The
yeah,
2 women that did LOZ are doing Kamuta now.
Yes,
Is that the
actually,
book that I
Erwin,
have?
Erwin told me that. I totally forgot. You're right.
That's the book that I have, don't I? Am I
Yeah,
bugging?
Kamuto is done by the gal that did the specifically the Twilight Princess books. It looks
Akira
really good.
Himekawa.
Show me some of the inner art. It
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
good.
I have that book. I had a pre-release of that book. That's the one with the nice cover and shit.
Yeah,
like super nice covers. Very well done. You could tell it's her. Raging D head with a 2. Smash AT and George Torch on the same panel. Not on this show. Bruce Fields with a 2. SNH is cooler than a wizard in a snowstorm. Wait.
Is it? It's fucking cold out here, man.
That's a crazy thing.
Even a scarf would be a little better than what you got going on right now.
You have short sleeves on, Wizard?
We keep losing
Yeah.
Cassie. I don't know. She's just gooning on her shit. I don't know.
She's
there
gooning.
she goes. Yeah, look, she looks depressed.
Gooning too hard.
She's gooning.
Can't even hear. Mike's muted.
Muted.
Struggle streaming today.
Love
Yeah,
it.
but we don't get paid enough for that.
I'm just gonna leave you on the bottom, so if you leave, Melee doesn't get kicked out of the middle. Lewis
Alright.
with a 5 months. A COD launched, and I did not realize it. The algorithm told me nothing. All streamers I watch are either on Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders, or pre-gooning for Tarkov.
As it
Accurate.
should be.
Accurate.
As
That
it should be.
Crazy
Yeah.
COD got boxed out of all things. Like 2025
I
is
love
an
that.
insane year.
I fucking
Right.
love it.
Clancy JT 279. We read this one. Thank you so much. We're not singing happy birthday to Hassan though. Dylan with a 489. For any new viewers, everyone at Kotaku eats Snickers upside down because they like the feeling of the veins on their tongue. That's insane. That's
Way too hard.
That is very descriptive. Thank you. Clancy JT 279. Hassan never shocked his dog. Kaya is spoiled.
I believe you.
We'll go with that.
Good
Bro,
lord.
I didn't even see this, man. Mr.
Holy
fucking
shit.
Rouge. Jesus Christ.
Fucking legend.
banger.
Jesus Christ, man. Mr. Rouge. God damn, bro. Shout out,
Holy.
Mr. Rouge. Thank you for the 50 membership hyper banger. That is unbelievable, my guy. Thank you. You did it again. You did it again.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
Damn, dude. What a legend.
I didn't even notice that he did it again.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, bro.
A legend.
Why are the names different? Are you on like you have 2 accounts? What the fuck?
What the hell?
YouTube's weird like that.
Rouge. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube might do that shit where it's like, all right, you're throwing too much money at people.
Yep.
No, you can't have that.
We're gonna reduce you to your ad handle.
Dude, Mr. Rouge, thank you, brother. That's insane. 100 memberships is unbelievable, bro.
Hell yeah.
Forgotten Vet 9 months. What kind of key opens a door? A Mossberg 500A. Drive
Hell
on
yeah.
Airborne.
Hell yes.
Thank you, Forgotten Vet. I appreciate that.
I like that.
At least you
Fire.
didn't do the turnkey turkey fucking joke. I appreciate
Yes.
it.
Job.
A Mossberg 500A it opens every door.
Sanguine
I actually like that
333.
joke.
What kind of food does Kata cook? Soul food. Oh, it's a double entendre. I see what you did there.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
It was a
fucking God.
racist joke
Yo.
and it was a foot fetish joke. I like it.
that's good.
That's a
See,
good
because
one.
I like feet and I'm black. Good job, bro. I like
No,
that.
we got it, Kata. We got
Genius
it.
here.
We got it, Kata.
I like
Got
it.
it.
That's a lot of jokes for a very economic amount of words. Well done.
That's great. 333. What's a 333 for?
Don't worry
Very
about it.
Too small for 666.
Better
All right,
than
we got 2
199.
more. Valkyria
joke.
Winter.
What the fuck?
Judging you for that joke.
Trace is back.
He's back.
Valkyria Winter with a 5. Food and Ari thick cream time. Yes, I said it. No, I don't care. Skull. That just sounds nasty.
All right.
Dark Vex for 3 months. Hail Hypno, my favorite streamer, and double. So because Puerto Ricans are my favorite type of Mexican, Cubans are a close second. Props to Cassie. My Gabe Cube will probably have your face 3D printed on it. That's gonna be.
That's
I
funny
saw
as
that
hell.
picture, by the way.
Wait, he printed on it? Like it's gonna like bulge out of the box.
Yeah.
What?
I thought he fell asleep. I was like, oh shit, Will fell asleep. No.
That'd
And
be
then
great.
last but not
Instantly? What do you
least,
think I got
Fed-
narcolepsy or something? Just like
No, but you could be this guy. You could be this guy. Ninja Biden says for a
What
2
the fuck?
higher.
Hi,
This is one of my, this is one of my
That's
favorite
fucking
accounts,
great.
bro.
Hi,
Ninja Biden
Picture's
is
killing
awesome.
me.
Ninja Biden is one of my
Ninja
favorite
Biden,
accounts so
yeah.
far.
That's so good.
My,
Amazing.
one of my
Shout
friends
out.
literally for months has been calling Ninja Biden.
Ninja
Or if he's
Biden is
really
great.
feeling himself, he'll say N-word Biden when referring
Oh,
to
no.
Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja
Yeah.
Biden signal.
Yeah. Yeah, or
Oh,
Team
shit.
N-word in regards to the publisher. So
Oh yeah, team.
I could see that.
Ginger
Butter
Biden.
Biscuit for a 3 on Rumble. Been watching this show a year and a half, and I laugh every time I see the dudes in dresses, and it introduces Words of Paradise, and the music hits just right. Hypno, you knew what you were doing. Yeah, no, I edited that intro specifically for a reason. Adam Jimmy would have doubted the original. True. The original Star Wars would be considered an indie. Deadeye's Lock with $1. What keys does DJ Khaled use to open stores? The master key. Oh my God. DJ Chronic with 1 membership twice on over. Thank you, DJ Chronic. I appreciate that. And we are all caught up on donos. We're going to get into the content now, boys. But before we do that, really quick, I'm sure these guys got gifted games they want to go over. We're going to start with the shortest people on the panel. Kata.
Thank you to Eric Jenkins. He gifted me Banana Hunter. And he says, I feel you
Don't you have that
very
already?
good at this game.
No, he probably turned it down prior to it.
I have so many banana games, it's not even funny, bro.
Except that one,
You know
too.
what? You need more.
I guess I'll accept the gift. Thank you. Thank you for that. I very much don't appreciate the banana game. But
Yes, you do.
Thanks.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Leon.
My man, Gab Carrymon sent me like 3 different games. So shout out, thank you.
Oh, wait,
back
hold on,
to-
Leon. Really quick. Time out. Melee K, if you want to drop your Steam code in the chat,
yeah.
you're more than welcome to. They're very generous here. People give games if you want. You don't have to, but your choice.
Oh, that's so nice, people. Oh, it's okay. We get gifted a lot of Futanari stuff on our channel already.
People give non-Futanari stuff too, but it's okay. Your choice.
Now
Anyway,
again.
I always leave it to the
Yeah, must
guests.
be nice. Because I don't.
Leon, go ahead.
Yeah, shout out Gab Carrymon. Thank you. I've actually been very looking forward to trying this, so that's awesome. Devils in the Details, never heard of. Sounds like a horror game. It's a survival horror. So again, shout out. Truly appreciated.
Devils in the Details. That's the game I reacted to when I was doing my indie
fire.
showcase. That shit looked amazing.
Okay, sweet. Well,
No, it looked
it's in the
amazing.
library
This
now,
one
so,
too.
yeah.
This one too. No, I'm not
This
human.
one I've been really looking forward to trying.
Yeah.
I'm not human.
This game is
no, I'm not human. It's
awesome.
been on my radar.
Hell
for
yeah.
ages.
Did you play
Yeah.
it, Melee? You played it?
Yeah. I saw it when it was first like a tech demo. It was bundled with a bunch of other like indie games, and this one stood out so much. It's a
That's
super cool
awesome.
concept, and
Yeah,
it just
I'm-
got out of early access and everything, so it's good. I like
Yeah,
That's
it.
awesome.
I very much can't wait. I've been looking into this one since before it was even released. So yeah, truly appreciated. And then,
Creative.
oh man, Jank, your people can't jump, so may this game ease the pain for you.
That's funny as hell.
I was about to say, did he give that to the wrong person?
Appreciate you.
Damn.
All right, Smash JT. Whoever gifted him games just realized he's not going to play. Go ahead, Smash.
That's
Oh my God.
True.
I got Project Jeff.
My name is
From-
Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Hugo says went through current specials and found this.
Nice.
My name's Jip.
My name's
My
Jeff.
name's
And we also got
What the fuck?
Tea
No.
time.
Wow.
It says Hypno brand coffee now live for purchase. Buy 2 and get foot cookies free.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Tea time is bad guys have stolen the world's tea supply. Brave the obstacles of 5 different stages to collect as many falling tea items as possible.
You're gonna start
Hell
getting
yeah,
all
dude.
the T games now.
Oh,
Rightfully
that's
deserved, by the way.
There are T
Rightfully
games.
deserved.
Don't forget smashjt.com. It's TEA.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now you're gonna have to specify that every time for the rest of your life. Great brand.
Slay Every Game says Furious Dance Simulator and gifted Taco Truck Madness, which is
Oh my
hilarious.
God, yo.
Shout out.
That's crazy.
And this fucking guy, of course, Anubis, gifting Hentai Devil, which apparently is a jigsaw puzzle game. I highly doubt that. Shout out to Anubis. Thank you, brother.
You know,
I appreciate that. There's another
I'm
one. Hold on.
hesitant to say this because I'm gonna get fucking like shat on for it. But so I do the whole like trading card collection thing on Steam, right? I love it. I found the life hack. If these games have trading cards, you can just click on it, let it sit on the new game screen, and go about your life. And after a couple hours, you'll have got all the cards, so you can sell on the market for other shit and never actually have to play the game.
There you go.
Oh,
Mr. Rouge says that you are very cold. Real life fake wizard. Very cold.
Yeah, Mr. Rouge. It's cold as shit here, my man. Look at this blizzard. I'm cold. I'm
Very
Watch out for the
cold.
cars. I saw some headlights fly by earlier.
That's a very
Yeah.
Headlights
Headlights
doesn't
doesn't
pay
pay
us
us
here.
here.
With
Like I
blanket.
can't afford a jacket.
16-bit
That's,
dude.
that's why Smash has to go start a T brand because we're not paid here.
He says this was a good sleeper Metroidvania game. Got 40 plus hours out of the main game, plus two DLCs. Enjoy. The game's called Hack.
Never even heard of
Metroidvania
it.
platformer. Me either.
Oh
I have no idea what this is about. Anybody play this?
No.
It sounds good.
That sounds
played,
awesome.
Like the
I
art.
started playing that
Like cover.
I started playing that Overlord game. That's Metroidvania as well. That shit's pretty fun. Despite it being low budget, it's fun as hell. But
hell yeah. Thank you, 16-bit dude. I appreciate that, man.
Right.
All right.
Well, I have one that I got gifted the other day. I didn't get it today, but it actually does look very interesting. It's called
What's that?
En Grande. It's like I have to show you. Because Valkyria Winter gifted it to me. And I was like, oh, this looks cool. It looks like a little action adventure game or whatever. And then I actually watched the trailer and I was like, this looks fun as shit. I actually want to play this. I got it downloaded. I'm going to play it. Hold on, let me show y'all. You have to
Nice.
see.
Demon Carol with a 5. I thought your favorite account was the Mrs. Gorlock Hypno. Don't lie. No, thank God I don't have to look at that thing anymore. That was a very suspicious thing. Do you have it pulled up, Kata? Yeah, here we go.
Oh, Valkyrie did it, not Valkyrie. It went. My bad. I got my V's mixed up.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Not the first time.
Hey.
Oh, On Guard. I played that game. It's all right. It's extremely simple, but it's a good simple. Like whatever it's trying to do, it does well. Basically, is what I'm
this
saying.
shit grande.
Hey, I was going fast. Okay.
It looks like it's trying to do Needhog, but in 3D. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Cool.
It is fun. It's very simple, like very few combat mechanics, and it's actually more of like an environmental thing. So you're supposed to use your exactly. You're supposed to use your environment against the enemy. You got exploding barrows, you got things on the walls you can utilize, all kinds of shit like that. Like that's really what it is. Otherwise, fairly simple, but it does it well. So not a bad game for sure.
It looks fun.
All right, boys. I'll catch up on the rest of the super chat later. Thank you guys. Team, because there's a lot to go over with that. So obviously this week, you guys know Steam has announced 3 new hardware additions to their lineup. You have the Steam headset, you have the Steam machine, which is like the GameCube, as people are saying, and then you have the controller. We could kind of start with the controller and kind of go from there. Well, before we do any of that, so what do you guys think about this overall announcement? And do you think this is going to compete with anything or stay in its own bubble?
I think it's going to be in its own bubble.
It depends on the price.
I strongly disagree.
Okay, how about we go one at a time so Smash doesn't interrupt people? We could go with.
Thank you.
I'm going to do that no matter what.
Let's go with Smash since he wants to get it out first. Go ahead, Smash.
I feel like this is going to be a market disruptor. It's going to, if it doesn't have the likes of Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo shitting their pants, they should be. This is finally something to compete on the level with a home console in the living room that you already can import your entire Steam library to, saving you infinite dollary dues when you're trying to play games. Instead of buying into a new ecosystem, starting all over again, you finally can just play games, get them for cheap, affordable, and having them to play, and versatility of basically any Bluetooth controller to connect to it moving forward. I think this thing is going to really because the previous Steam machine, what was that, 10 years ago?
2015.
It wasn't able to keep up. It was
came and went.
The idea was there, but it just didn't work. Now the technology.
Can I just clarify? Can I clarify your point real quick, just to make sure we're on the same page?
Mm-hmm.
So you think this is going to compete with the big publishers?
Mm-hmm. I absolutely do.
100%.
Yes, absolutely do. I think because now this is something that people be like, yeah, why would I buy a PlayStation 6 when I can have this at my living room?
You already have your entire.
There's plenty of reasons why stupid people do stupid things.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that no one's going to buy the next Sony or next Nintendo. I'm just saying that this is a legitimate competitor for the living room.
And I don't. Sadly, well, I mean, to me, this is a
I
good
don't
thing.
either,
I
but
don't
for
want
different
stupid
reasons.
people on my platform anyway. But when it comes down to it, Nintendo and Sony both have like the most normie of casual audiences now at this point. Obviously, you have those who are more knowledgeable. I'm not saying all people who have a PlayStation 5 or a Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 are retarded, but they happen to have a huge sector of the retard market, and they are easily bought by slick marketing. That's where Xbox completely failed. Xbox completely failed because they're awful at marketing anything that they have.
I have one more point I wanted to make.
No, Smash.
Shit on Xbox.
No. Just the last thing I want to say is the main determining factor for if this is really going to disrupt or not is going to be if they take a different approach to marketing this time. Because previously it was all in-house through Steam, and with the Steam Deck, that's what it's been too. They need to get this into stores to get to the normies.
Nope,
and it
they ain't
needs to
doing
be.
it.
I know, I understand that, but I'm saying if
They
they
should,
take that
yeah.
approach, if they have a more user-friendly UI to just plug and play and connect directly, it will. If it's ease of use, ease of access with versatility, it will disrupt the market. There is a lot of variables, but that's the last thing I wanted to say. Sorry.
I mean, the reality is that if they bring this to Best Buys, Walmarts, etc., I end up having to pay more for it. So fuck that. If you want a Steam machine, make a fucking Steam account and buy it. But if you have no idea what's going on, please continue to have no fucking idea what's going on, because it benefits me. Keeps really dumb people off my platform, and it keeps these devices cheaper for me because Steam doesn't have to pay the tax to put these things on store shelves.
So, real quick, Cassie. So are you saying it's not going to compete because it's not going to compete, or are you saying you don't want it to compete because you want it to be like?
So it's the reality is I'm behind Steam on this because I know that they aren't deliberately trying to fight for the lowest common denominator. They're not doing that. They're simply providing an ecosystem to make sure that Microsoft and Windows don't take over with their ecosystem. They're just like, hey, Windows is trying to do fuck shit. Microsoft is trying to do fuck shit. We have an alternative to Windows that, if you are a gamer, is infinitely better. It has its issues, particularly if you like online gaming, but in terms of actual hard performance in comparison to playing games on Windows, SteamOS could have up to like a 30-something% better performance for the same fucking game. I mean, if you're not into multiplayer games at all, why would you say no to that? If you're not a content creator like me, that like I said, I like to play multiplayer games here and there, why would you not switch over to SteamOS?
There are way too many microaggressions here. Way too many microaggressions against Xbox. We will not sit for it. Okay.
Nobody can even see you, bro. You're a small box. Hold on. There you go.
I'm talking shit on Xbox. Okay, we're hanging on by a thread. Do you see who our leadership is? Do you see Sarah Bond?
I want to let Melee go because she's our guest. But really quick before we do, just some interesting information that may or may not change minds. So PlayStation, from what I can see, as of 2025, has 123 million active users on PlayStation Network. This includes PS4 and PS5. Okay. Steam has, as of right now, 147 million active users.
And that was the other thing.
I can do one better for you as far as the
this
numbers
is not
go.
including any kind of like paying,
far more important than what Smash JT says. But Melee, you go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Melee. What do you think about this?
I'm personally going to buy it. I'm excited. As for it competing with the rest of the market, I mean, it's already beating Xbox, so but
that's like beating up the retarded kid, though.
I know. And you know what? I'm all for that. Go ahead. I do think that they need to put it in retail stores. I do agree with Smash on that. I think there will be a market for it, but the price is the huge deal here, because why would you pay a higher price for something that has lower performance than a PS5? Like that's kind of my problem with it. So I'm excited for it. I have a lot of games on Steam anyways.
I could
no,
you
won't.
Shocking. Smash interrupt.
Wait, there's so many other fuckers on this fucking panel.
I'll tell you why I paid more
Smash
for
is
it.
gonna interrupt everyone.
It already has the pre-existing library of games that you purchase and free online.
And now all my points.
That's a big deal. The fact that it's free online, it feels like a scam paying for PS Plus and Xbox and everything. So I think there is a lot of selling points. I think there's, for me, I play on all systems and I also play on Steam. So it's a nice thing for me to cut down and be like, hey, I can just plug in this box and play it on my TV and not rebuy a game because it's convenient to have my Xbox hooked up. Now I know that I could just hook up a PC to my TV, but I like the ease of access with this. I already love my Steam Deck and being able to mod the crap out of it and put a bunch of different emulators on there. So I just like the capabilities I can have with this, with streaming, with playing my games.
Right.
I think, obviously there's issues I have with some of the accessories, but the actual system itself, it's a buy for me as long as they're not charging like $2,000 or something stupid.
I don't think they're ever going to go that high. Leon, go ahead. What did you have?
All right. So first of all, I don't even think the price is going to be that much of an issue because if you looked, I broke down the numbers on my video of PC sales versus console sales and where the market is heading in both directions. As it currently stands, console sales are down just as of this year so far. They're down 1%. They were down in 2024 as well. PC is risen. These are people both buying and building their own PCs have risen by 4%. It's projected to raise by 2030 at the bare minimum 6.2%. So we're seeing the PC market grow as is. And we're seeing the console market shrink. This is not for people who already game on PC. Obviously, there's a little bit. There's like what Melee said. There's going to be like people that just want the convenience of it. But this is not for that. This is they already see the market is shifting towards a PC-based market. So now they're basically offering an alternative for, or not even an alternative. They're offering a new product for these console plebeians that want to get into PC but don't have the knowledge or the resources or the know-how or the financials or anything to that effect. So this is to destroy Xbox, PlayStation. Now, Smash is wrong. This isn't going to touch Nintendo.
You think this is the gateway drug, basically, right?
Exactly. This is the gateway drug to get into full-on PC, and Steam fucking knows that. This is why this will be on storefronts. You're going to be able to go into Target. You're going to be able to go into Walmart. You're going to be able to go into GameStop. This will fucking
you think it's going to be in stores?
I do. And I do not think this will touch Nintendo. People don't buy Nintendo because of the hardware. People buy Nintendo because Nintendo is the Disney.
That's fair, by the way. That's fair.
So at the end of the day, this will, we've already, even before this announcement was done, we said on stream, just a few weeks ago, how Xbox is out of the console game anyway. If they have one more console, their next console will be their last. PlayStation's hanging on by a thread. When you see console sales across the market are down and PC is up, now you've got this middle ground. This is 100% for Steam to come in and not just disrupt, but kind of potentially bury. I mean, imagine. So, and the thing is, we're not going to know when this drops, whether it was a success or not, because I think that this is going to be a word of mouth console. You're going to get your diehards, you're going to get your people that are your curiosity. People are going to buy this out the gate, but it's not going to be super successful. We will know by Christmas of next year whether it was successful, because you got mom, dad, whatever, going into GameStop around the holiday season trying to figure out what they're getting for their kids next. And you got some GameStop dudes doing a sales pitch about, yes, this thing's $1,000. Let's assume it's going to be $1,000. You got GameStop dudes doing a sales pitch. Yes, $1,000, but Steam sales. You've got these $70 games on sale for fucking $20. You've got an endless library of games. You'll never really need to upgrade this. I mean, obviously, for people who are like tech heads, they'll want to get newer versions and upgrades and whatnot. But by and large, people that buy consoles, it's because they want to have it for 5, 6, 7 years, where the longevity, the lifespan of a console is. You're going to get that with this. This is literally a low to mid-range PC without all the hassle of what it takes to own a PC. It's kind of an all-encompassing package, and you could say a price point, it might sell $1,000, $1,200, whatever. That sounds like a lot. Not really, considering you're playing the long game and how much you're going to save on software.
It won't be more than 800.
I think that the base model is going to be 600, and I think that the 2 terabyte model is going to be 800. That's my prediction.
I agree.
But I don't
think
think
6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck. I don't see it.
Yeah.
My thing is base model wow.
My thing is, I don't know why people are thinking Valve is going to suddenly deviate from everything that they've done so far. The Steam Deck's been out for how many years? It's still not available in stores. They have no interest in dealing with brick and mortar. Zero. And honestly, keep it that way. Fuck it. They're doing things within their own range, and they're not They're doing great things without anything risk.
This is going to work.
The Steam Deck is different. Steam Deck is portable. Steam Deck is effectively like a Switch for PC gamers, right? You can't play your PC on the go. So there's no real competition. Yeah, Steam can sell that to its existing Steam customer base, and people will buy it. People who already play
literally all-encompassing ecosystem.
People who play primarily on PC, this isn't for us. Again, there will be some people that for the convenience factor will. This is to get people who didn't play Steam, who don't play on PC or whatnot, into that realm of gaming.
And who is this Steam Deck for?
I would disagree.
I don't understand how this is different. It's literally the same thing. It's just here's different hardware.
You can't take a goddamn fucking Steam Cube on a plane, Cassie.
No,
You
I
can
think
take a
this
Steam Deck
system
on a
is
plane.
meant for
But guess-
casuals.
But literally, guess what I'm going to do? I will buy a Steam machine day one. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to be taking it to work with
people
me.
like you are the exception to the rule. Like I said already, there's going to be people that play predominantly on PC that will buy this, but they're the exception. The people that Steam are trying to capture are the people they want to convert off of consoles.
They're already
Look at the people in the trailers, you guys.
Hold on.
You guys are
You guys
missing
are
the fucking. Watch the trailer. It shows you who they're trying to market to.
The normies.
Look real
Yes.
quick.
Yep.
Fuck.
The reality is that Steam, what you're saying Steam wants to do, they're literally already doing it. PC is growing, whereas everything else is not. They
Can I hit you with
know
this, Cassie?
that
What do you
people
think?
will gravitate to them either
what would
way.
you say? What would you
we're
say if
looping.
we'll say GameStop announced an exclusive deal with Steam to be like a very publisher friendly, giving them a higher percent just to be able to be the exclusive retailer to sell these?
I mean, it would be interesting. I just don't think it's going to happen. Valve
don't
does
either.
what Valve does. They don't really give a fuck to
But
be
if I was
normie.
GameStop, I'd be calling up Valve right now and be like, "We want these in our store. What do we have to do to get them?"
Yeah, and Valve is gonna be like,
Oh, we gotta
sorry,
get
we're
into
not carrying your dying company on our fucking back.
I
sir."
think it's a good speculation, but
Let
we
Wizard
don't.
go. Go ahead.
I don't think there's the GameStop conversation is going to happen because GameStop's run by a bunch of idiots. No,
Literally.
the reason why I think this is going to work, whereas the Steam machine in the past maybe didn't work, is because of the Steam Deck. Now, hear me out on this. We all do content. We all do videos. When there's conversations on the Switch, when there's conversations on mobile gaming, I get all the comments, as I'm sure many of you do too. Oh, I don't have any problems like this on my Steam Deck. I'm just buying a Steam Deck. Well, thanks for telling me. I'm just going to buy a Steam Deck. I'm going to buy a Steam Deck. I love my Steam Deck. I'll put more hours in my Steam. People love the Steam Deck, and they've been conditioned to love the Steam. That's kind of the general broad appeal, is that the Steam Deck worked. It was a good product, and it's way more revered than the Rogue Ally products, which are significantly more expensive. So when you take that and the good market share that they've just earned with their machine, with their hardware, and then you look at this, I think, firstly, you're going to capture those people, the Steam Deck people you're going to capture. Secondly, this is going straight for the normies because whatever the fuck, this is not to compete with PlayStation as much as you think it is. This is not to compete with Nintendo as much as you think it is. This is a kill shot on Xbox.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
ridiculously fucking so, because
Yeah, I agree.
Xbox, the Xbox Series consoles sales are way down. Okay, obviously we know that they're moving into software, but the Rogue Ally X is so expensive. And what's the general consensus? I'll just get a Steam Deck instead. So whatever the next console that Xbox is going to be releasing, it's just going to be a PC, but it's going to be the same thing. What we're looking at here is like probably a cheaper or matching version of whatever the next Xbox console is going to be. It's probably going to be similar to this.
You guys aren't seeing the big picture. Yes, you are completely 100% right.
I don't know if
Listen,
you're seeing the big
listen.
picture. This is gonna
No.
work.
I completely agree with you, but I'm saying expand even more. Steam is saying, fuck you, Microsoft. Our ecosystem is going to eat your shit. And
that's what I
fucking
just- that
spit
was
it
what I
in your
just said.
face.
It's
It's not
why
a
it will be
console.
in
It's
retail
everything.
stores.
It's ever encompassing everything. They're
I
literally
think you're correct that it's trying to
taking
take over Windows. Like I think you're correct in that.
Absolutely. They're
But
not just
also-
going after the console. They're going after Windows.
Absolutely, they're going after operating systems, but I do also think this is a really good way to get normies into Steam. And there's a
Yes.
lot of people who
Absolutely.
shop
Yes.
at your Best Buys, GameStops, etc., who don't know what that is. A bunch of mothers looking for Christmas gifts have no idea. Will it end up in retail stores? I'm not super confident in that because Valve does like to keep it to themselves. But this might be a way, if they're smart about it, to sell that normal market that doesn't understand consoles or anything. Be like, hey, there's this new thing you can buy. Steam, look at this. Oh, look, all these games are on sale and it's cheap. Yeah, of course I'm going to buy this. So I think this is a way for them to capture a market that they don't have right now.
Let me know what I want to throw my 2 cents in there.
Even
What
with
do you guys
VR
think?
is for the normies
answer this
too.
in good faith. How do you sell to normies if you already have a closed off ecosystem. This will not succeed if Steam does not put this in retail stores.
I'll tell you
for the
exactly
normal
how.
It absolutely will
I'll tell you exactly how. Look, next generation is coming. Major changes are happening. Nintendo Switch 2 is already major changes. Literally, Valve is just letting their competition overreach in terms of disrespecting their consumer base.
I mean,
And
it's super easy. I got you.
Jada, damn, your mic. What the fuck?
Damn, bro.
Damn.
Are you on the moon?
Let me throw my 2 cents in there while you're fixing
Go
your
for it.
fucking whatever the hell was going on with that. All right, so there's a couple of things that people are not thinking about. Number one, well, here's my idea. There's no fucking way this is going in stores. Okay, the reason why is because number one, that will go against their entire business strategy, just flat out. They're a software company first, hardware company second. All this is to make it easier for people to access their software and to join in on that kind of ecosystem. The hardware is just kind of like a gateway. So it's kind of like everybody's right in a way. This Steam machine is meant for the people who, maybe they don't have the kind of PC to play certain games. Maybe they want to play, Steam games that they could find for $5, $4 on a TV instead of maybe on a PC or a handheld or whatever. It gives them that option. Steam knows that their user base is growing rapidly every year. They're getting more and more console people with zero marketing. They're not going to continue. They're not going to suddenly invest all this money into marketing when they feel like they don't have to. At this point, the Steam machine will be successful because you got to remember, with no retail stores, what does that mean? There's a big reason why they don't go with retail stores.
Margins.
It's because it's the margins and the fact that the retail stores will take a big cut or a fair cut out of the money, and Steam don't like giving up their cut. You know how many developers have argued, begged, complained, yelled at Steam, please stop taking 30%. Epic Games takes nothing from us for the first year. They promised this, guess where they end up all the time? On Steam, every single time, because they know that. So they're not going to release these systems in store because they know they don't have to. Keep in mind, too, think about how stubborn Steam is, okay? They're a private company. They answer to nobody. That's number one. Number two, the Steam Deck has only sold 4 million units in 4 years. It's 1 million units a year. That's not even close to anything that's out right now. And you mean to tell me now, all of a sudden, they're going to be like, oh, we have to make sure we sell 80 million. No, they're not looking for that. This is just another avenue. They are a software company first, and they want to make the ease of access to their software as easy as possible. And if that means they got to offer a handheld, a VR headset, and a Steam machine in order to do that for however many people they want to do it, it doesn't matter. Whoever chooses to do it is profit for them. They're going to make their money back within, I would say, the first year of selling these units. Guaranteed they're going to sell a couple of million, because now in comparison to the Steam Deck, this is more sought after. Mainly the machine, not the headset. I don't know about the headset and whether people are going to be into that or not. I really don't think it's going to be that popular.
It's going to be for normies.
Maybe, but the Steam machine 100% is going to be more popular than the Steam Deck, in my opinion. And people are going to use that as a gateway, as we were saying, to the Steam ecosystem, which, as we just said, has 20 million more users than the second biggest one, which is PlayStation, at whatever 120 something million. So, and that's with zero marketing, by the way. Zero.
I would agree
they
with
only
you.
market to themselves
I would
with
agree
videos
you.
like this.
When it initially goes for sale, I'll agree with you, because they would have trouble meeting demand anyways, so they don't need stores for that. But eventually down the road, I could see this on store shelves. I could.
It's not going.
I mean, I'd like to see it on store shelves, and it would probably help them to get into the hands of normies. And with console sales dropping and PC rising, this is a great time to drop something like this. Consoles have needed to kick up the arse for a long time, and this could be it. I think it might be a living room disruptor, because it depends on price, of course, and availability to customers, whether that's through marketing or they do manage to get it on shop shelves or something, which probably wouldn't be the best thing for them to do, as explained already. But if they make it even just a little bit more expensive than a console, then they're going to be absolutely fine. I've been reliably informed that Steam doesn't fear loss leaders, so maybe they'll go that way. I like it because it looks grown up, sophisticated. It looks like it would be absolutely blending in perfectly with your Alexa
like a
or
piece
your
of
Google
furniture.
Home. Yeah, exactly. It fits
Very
in a living
sleek.
room perfectly like that. It's very sleek. It's very adult. It's not like I've got a PC hooked up to my TV downstairs, but there's a certain man cave home workshop sort of look to that. I have this freaking giant box with RGB fans spinning under your TV that your wife probably doesn't dig so much. So having something small and sleek that does the same thing is probably appealing for that as well. Then it runs all the platforms, GOG, Xbox, PlayStation, and emulators, plus your entire Steam library and the other 100,000 games that are available on Steam, plus the sales. It's a no-brainer if you can just get people to realize what a good deal it is.
Right. And people are, like I said before, they're finding the platform on their own. Word of mouth is where Steam really focuses on. And at this point, it's worked for them very well. And they're not going to suddenly change. I'm telling you guys, this is not going to magically end up in stores. It's not going to happen. What they're actually focusing on, from what I understand, from what I've read, is they're focusing on boosting their own ship to customer as much as possible, because there was a bit of issues when Steam Deck first came out. They had trouble keeping up. They don't want to have those issues anymore, so they're focusing on boosting they're like the Amazon of fucking video games, basically. Amazon has their own distribution, own everything. Steam is the same way. They don't care. They have everything in house, and like I said, they're a private company. There's not a single investor they got to answer to. This is all on them, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to focus on ship to customer. And I think that
even if it's not in retail stores, there needs to be some external marketing. You're not going to get the fucking 45-year-old wine mom who's going to be buying, who wants to buy something for their kid for Christmas next year without external marketing.
They're not aiming for that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Maybe they are, but they're not.
They are aiming for
They're
that.
not.
100% they're aiming for that.
But this is a casual. This is a casual system.
It's a casual system, but I don't think they're aiming for the wine moms. Like, if it's going to be costing,
no, they're not aiming for the wine. No, I didn't say they're aiming for the wine moms.
I told you exactly what this is. Literally within the first 2 minutes of showing off the Steam machine, they're comparing it to the Steam Deck. It's literally a more powerful Steam Deck. That's literally what they want it to be.
Yeah,
the kids of the soccer moms are gonna tell their moms that they want a Steam Deck if they find out about it. They're not trying to market to them. Steam's mindset is they think that they will be found by those people, and they're right, because the numbers prove that they are being found by these people every day. How many people have we seen that will? And it's kind of sad, because like games like Borderlands, for example, has proven this. Borderlands 4. How many people have we seen who jump into PC gaming? They buy a low to maybe mid-tier PC, and then they try to run like all these games at max settings, not realize what that actually means. And then the mere idea of having to adjust settings scares the shit out of them, and they don't understand what the fuck they're supposed to do. These kind of machines, that the Steam Deck and the Steam machine, that's going to be for those kind of people who found Steam, who maybe found PC gaming, and maybe they don't want to spend that kind of money. And I think the biggest thing people are forgetting. What? Go ahead.
You mentioned earlier that the Steam Deck sold 4 million copies. Okay,
in 4 years.
In 4 years. In 4 years. In 3 months, Switch 2 sold 10 million. If little Timmy is going to ask his mom for this new Steam thing, they've got to do some sort of, whether it be retail or not, at least external marketing. So
they're
little
not
Timmy knows
trying.
They're not competing with people that want
even trying.
Switch.
I'm using the Switch sales as an example. I didn't say I literally said in my thing they're not competing with Nintendo. So that's about using sales numbers, because that exists regardless of who they're competing with. The point is, Nintendo knows how to market. That's why they sold 10 million fucking copies in 3 months. Whereas you've got Steam Deck sold 4 million in 4 years. You don't produce a console replacement, which that is what this is. As Smash was correct about that, it's a console disruptor. You don't release something like this that is effectively a low to mid-range PC without doing some sort of external marketing. That is, and if they do that, well, congrats. This will go the same way as the original Steam machine.
But is the Steam Deck a handheld replacement? Did they make the Steam Deck to be a handheld replacement? No. They made the Steam Deck to enrich their ecosystem, to allow people to play the games that otherwise would be forced on a box to play it handheld.
But that it serves a different function. You guys keep comparing this to a Steam Deck. This is not the same as Steam Deck serves a function that you cannot have with your PC. This serves the exact same function as your PC, minus some convenience. So you have to treat it as.
I don't understand this. Like, literally, Steam Deck is a portable PC. That's what it is.
Exactly. So it serves a function different because your PC isn't portable. Steam Deck is portable, therefore different function. PC on the go.
Well,
This is
now
stationary,
we
just
have
like
a
PC.
literal PC that is portable. That is literally what
Okay,
it is.
right.
It's basically a mini PC.
You
we
can
already have
literally
them anyway.
the biggest, the most insane thing is that I can literally pick up this cube and take it to work with me. I can't pick up my PC and take that shit to work with me.
Why not?
Nobody is.
Now with
nobody's
that
looking at this
attitude, you
and
can't.
saying,
Because
"You're gonna take that." No.
it's literally enormous. It has a
Specifically, a
giant
gaming
glass, a
PC.
curved glass panel on it. I'm not taking that shit to work with me. Absolutely, this Steam machine, I'm taking it to work with me every fucking day.
And fair enough, that's fine and all. You can do that, but nothing in this marketing thus far has even close to we're doing this because it's portable. If that was their goal with this, if their goal
Steam
was
is freedom. They simply just give you something and back the fuck
Patsy,
away.
you
do
know
whatever
this
you want to do
because
with it.
play on Steam. Okay,
Exactly.
yes, no one's disagreeing that Steam is freedom, but people that don't know that Steam is freedom, what is the point in making this?
Because you're trying to give you're trying to give something definition from a company that doesn't want to give definition to it. They just want you to simply
I'm pretty
do what
sure
you
when you
want.
release a console,
enriching their
you're giving
ecosystem.
definition to it. This is a console at the end of the day. I mean,
Do you think
the
this
PC
is meant to
not.
standardize
It is not a
performance
console.
for games, maybe? Like
What do you
Hypnotic,
mean?
you're mentioning earlier, like how people don't want to play with settings on things, right? They get freaked out by performance. So is this meant to be a baseline for when people develop games for PC? This is what your games should run
I think
on?
this is definitely more of the casual entry into the Steam ecosystem, or for the people who maybe have Steam but don't have a PC that can handle the majority of the games that are on there outside of maybe like an indie game or something like that. This
But
at
what
least will
Melee's-
give them the option to explore something that a little bit more
I'm just
But
detailed.
what
I
Melee
guess
said,
is the
it's
word.
like that. You know how they have like Steam Deck compatible. I feel like they're gonna have a Steam machine compatible.
They did say
Yeah.
they're going to have Steam
Right.
machine compatible and also Steam headset compatible. They're going to
So
have everything.
to Melee's point, I
everything
think she's
rated.
right. I think she's absolutely right that this is going to be the bar that is set for like your game needs to run on this.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
everything.
Borderlands 4 is going to be fucked because like, oh shit, our game is probably going to run like shit on that. We need to
Hey,
optimize it.
It's a
for that.
premium game for premium gamers.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But
you're a
I
broke boy,
almost
just say
wonder
so.
if that might start holding back companies from trying to make games better. That's
No, because if that's the case, then consoles would have did that a long time ago. Because
No, it means
consoles are
games are
so
gonna have to be
fucking
more
weak
optimized.
compared to PCs. You guys realize like games are developed for the consoles first. Usually, if they come out on consoles and then
100%, yeah.
PC is like an afterthought. Because if they develop for PC first and then consoles afterthought, you're gonna run into so many problems. So many developers always said it's easier to develop up versus develop down. So it's always like that. So having the Steam machine be weaker than a little weaker than the PS5, it'll mean shit because that's already what we're experiencing anyway. So I don't think it's gonna change the development of anything personally. But I do
think
agree
it
with
could
Kay. I think it's an
force-
entry level.
It could force optimization, I think. That's kind of where I'm coming from. Like, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
people
That's
will look
true,
at this
too.
and be like, it has to run on this properly.
I agree.
That's true too.
It
Yeah.
could- there's at least something to aim for because this is a premier box from the main company really on PC. But also here's the thing that the Steam Deck kind of normalized is like a baseline or just guides online because it's easy to make guides for a Steam Deck because the Steam Deck is the same thing across the board. I think this will normalize that and give maybe outsiders who are already looking at PC but are scared to dive in the opportunity to have a baseline of content or whatever have you, like a guide to jumping into PC gaming.
Out of curiosity, Leon, just I'm curious. How long have you been on Steam? Like actually seriously gaming on Steam?
With this PC for about 3 years by a private Steam account.
Just in general.
Oh,
Like-
in general, it's 7-8 years.
Okay. All right. I was asking because I usually the people who haven't been on Steam for very long, they tend to not understand like the mindset of Valve and
But here's the dealio. Like again, it's not that I don't understand the mindset of Valve. What I'm thinking here is that if you look at the declining console market, there's a reason that this is announced now when we see a declining console market. It's because Steam and because Valve is a smart company. They are going to be taking advantage of this. You don't release something like this, which by all look, when you look at the marketing for this, it's being marketed like a console. We all know it's not because we're gamers, because we use Valve the whole nine. But for the normies, this is being marketed as a console. That's what they're going to see. So you don't do something like that unless you're trying to take a piece of that pie, especially when we see a decline in the sales numbers for consoles. Like we all keep saying, oh, this is the entry point to get into PC. Yes, it is. Who is it that's trying to get into PC? People who are sick of fucking consoles. This is meant to take from them.
Leon, can I ask Leon a question then based off of that?
What really quick? Keep one thing in mind. Keep one thing in mind. By not selling to stores too, it allows them to sell this machine at a cheaper price.
And that's fair. That could be the one thing I'm wrong about, and it won't be in retail stores. When I say there needs to be external marketing, I don't mean it has to be in stores. That's why I changed things from retail. When I say external marketing, what I mean is there needs to be marketing outside of Steam or the Valve ecosystem. There needs to be billboards, in Times Square. There needs to be, commercials on YouTube before YouTube videos. So there needs to be external marketing so that people outside the Steam ecosystem know that this device exists so that they can go direct to Steam to buy it.
But Codex, just so you understand, I don't know if you were here for the beginning, Steam is the bigger audience. Like, that's what I want people to understand. Like, PlayStation has 120 some odd million users active on PS4 and PS5, by the way. They're combining both.
You're right. They don't
to
even
get
have
to
to
that
work
number.
for it. Like, by default,
Steam
they
is
win.
at almost 150 with no marketing whatsoever.
No marketing.
Why
People
would they then have to go spend money to?
Yeah.
Why would
Well, it depends
they
if they
did
want to
all of that?
expand
They
beyond
did
that.
all of that through word of mouth. They did all of that through internal marketing to their own customers through the Steam page. Steam is. Why do you think these people call Steam a monopoly? Why do you think fucking what's his name, Mr. Sweeney over at Epic?
For all you guys in the comments to say YouTube is enough, YouTube is external marketing because YouTube is a different platform and it has no relation to Valve or Steam. So by default, that is what I'm talking about: external marketing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's
I was
also.
gonna say Smash had a question, but go ahead.
Yeah,
Cass,
just
you got
real
something?
quick question,
No
Leon.
worries.
Quick question, Leon, because I saw this come up on New Blackstreet the other day, and I was disagreeing with Kata, and he's having mic issues, and I was really wanting to talk to him about it on here. Fuck.
That's okay. I'm smarter than Kata anyway. That's cool.
All right, cool. I'll run it by you then. I disagreed with him. He is confident that it's going to come with a controller, and I'm like, no, it's.
I hope not. I don't want to.
And maybe I'll give you. Maybe it comes with two different options. Maybe there'll be one with it.
Yeah, it works with
say
lots of
this is-
controllers.
Let's say this is done to cannibalize. No, we can all agree Xbox 100%. We're at odds whether it'll cannibalize Sony or not. But the point is, dude, it works with Xbox Steam or Xbox PlayStation, and fucking even if you do some tweaking, your Nintendo controllers. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to sell this with a controller because most people already have controllers that are compatible with it.
And I
Also,
agree,
need I
by the
remind
way.
you? Need I remind you really quick that you mentioned YouTube as external marketing? That cost them how much?
Right.
Cost them next to nothing, I'm sure.
It cost them literally nothing. It's a
Literally
YouTube video. Like,
nothing.
Well, I
Zero.
wouldn't
They're
say
helping marketing,
literally
yeah.
nothing because if you've got like people they're paying to review it and whatnot, for example, you've got like sponsorship deals and whatnot. There's some cost there.
No, technically, we are external marketing for it
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. That's what
Right.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, honestly, there's people that made entire channels.
You guys are getting
when the
paid?
when the Steam Deck came out, and they were dedicated to making Steam Deck content.
Dude, I
think
never
this
get
is
paid.
a lot of people that are really interested in this. That I'm seeing, at least in my general community, are people that have 8+ year old PCs that they're looking at the realistic possibility of upgrading, and these prices are ass, especially now with RAM going up. The one positive thing about this Steam machine is that it's using laptop RAM, which isn't being affected in pricing right now, whereas regular RAM is actually skyrocketing in price, like doubling. So it's fucking insane. So there's a lot of like super low end PC users. Like I have a friend that has a 1060, and he's like, "There's no way I can buy a fucking graphics card." Like it's wild, and you're just like, this might be my out depending on the price.
Leon,
and
I just want
you
to
just
real
buy
quick,
once and not have to worry about anything else.
real quick. I
True.
want to hit you back with the controller question because you said that this is going to be like the trying to replace the console. So I thought for sure you'd say, yeah, it's going to come with.
No,
a
I know
controller.
it's replacing consoles that people already have, so they already have compatible controllers for it. Like people already have a PS5, they already have an Xbox.
But if it's
they already
addressing
have...
the normie market, don't you think it should come with a controller? I guess that was Kata's.
Whether it should or not is a different question than whether I think it will or not.
I'm just happy it has symmetrical analog sticks.
It's true.
Master race.
So, all right. So this was an interesting conversation, kind of 50-50 on whether or not it's going to be in stores or not, whether
No,
they should do or
you
not.
sold me on it not being in stores initially, but I think eventually it will be.
There's no fucking way. I'm telling you right now, there's no way. I'll bet you $200 is not going to be in
No, I'm not going to bet money on because it's such
Why
an
not? We bet
ambiguous-
on everything,
But
goddammit.
there's no time frame though. It could be 10 years from now that it shows up in stores.
Damn, he's getting
The
smarter.
thing
He's getting
is that
smarter,
the
chat.
draw is not the hardware itself. The draw is Steam. The draw
Correct.
is
The
Steam.
software.
Literally is PC gaming. Whether
Yes.
people want to acknowledge that or not, Microsoft is fucking dog shit. Steam is acknowledged as the premier PC spot for gaming. They don't need hardware to be the premier draw. It's literally Steam itself
Right.
that is the
They're
draw,
not a
and they're
hardware
giving
company.
you tools.
They are a software company. They take 30% over every sale that goes through their store.
That is crazy.
30% of every video game.
Could you
How much
imagine?
video
Holy
games
shit.
sell on Steam? Think about that.
That is
30%. They don't give a fuck about the hardware. The hardware is only a means to make accessing the software easier. They don't want to hear any excuse. Yo, I can't stay at my computer too long. I wish I had a handheld. Boom. There's a Steam Deck. Oh, damn. I'm not on my computer too often, but I do watch TV. I have TV a lot. How can I, access Steam on my TV? There you go, the Steam machine. Oh, I'm really into VR. I wish you guys had an actual good VR headset because the last one was trash. Okay, here's this one. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to remove every excuse possible to deny you access to their software that they're going to put on sale multiple times a year that everybody talks about. Everybody knows about the Steam sales. They're legendary for a reason. Everybody knows. So this is why they do things like this. They don't give a fuck about the hardware, bro. They're gonna make their money back. The money that they're good.
To your point, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you were done. Sorry,
Sure,
go
you
ahead.
did it. No, go ahead. No, good.
I was just saying to your point. I just shared it in the private chat. I don't know if you saw it. Gabe just bought a
$500 million yacht. Yes, I
yacht.
know about it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like his third one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Crazy.
We might as well just
It's,
start a yacht
it's
company.
Gabe, bro. Where do you think he comes up with these ideas at the top of his mountain in the fucking yacht? He's like, gee, I would really like a headset right now. I guess we should make one that's not trash. Boom. Comes up with that.
Thinking like a
this
gamer.
actually-
Yeah.
This actually brings up a point too, as far as putting Xbox out. Do you think that they are looking at this like, fuck it, throw our hands up, let's just cancel
This
what we were
right
working
here,
on?
what we're seeing Steam do. Okay. The Steam machine, the headset, the control, everything. This is literally what Xbox was about to do.
That's
This
what
is
I'm
they
saying.
wa- This
So
is what they
do you
wanted to
think-
do
Do
with
you
Game
think-
Pass.
This is the question though. Do you think Microsoft saw this announcement and they're talking to cancel what they're working on right now?
No.
No.
They're all in.
Because they have invested so much money in their ecosystem with
And
Game Pass
time.
and whatnot. There's just no way. Like they're trying to figure out a way to get people in that ecosystem to anywhere near the same extent of PlayStation and Steam. PlayStation and Steam's user base are vastly ahead of Xbox's. Like it's not even close. The ironic thing is that Xbox whoring out day one games, they still don't have more paid subscribers than PlayStation. PlayStation has like almost 60 million PlayStation Plus users. Game Pass, I think I last saw was like 33, 35 million or something like that. It's not even close, but almost half, a little over half. So we're not even in the same boat here.
But
So
what
I
would
don't think
Microsoft
they're
be
gonna do
able to-
that though. No.
What would Microsoft be
Same
able
yacht.
to, what would they be able to sell in a console that would make you want what they're making over what Steam just announced?
I don't know, but they wanted to do this.
That's the golden question.
Yeah, Microsoft's problem is that there is no streamlined understanding of anything that they're trying to do. Everything that they're trying to sell to you has all of these like hurdles in front of it. Like, we're trying to transition Xbox players to our handheld device, and our next Xbox, it's really going to be a PC. Oh, well, if you can also play the mass majority of your Xbox library, but you have to do this, and that, have access to all of them. Like, there is no coherency between anything Microsoft is doing. That's the thing that's always going to kill them in the end, because you're literally trying to push your console audience, like you're forcing them to go over to PC, and they're not going to accept that. You'll have a few that are willing, but the mass majority of them are not going to do that. And if anything, they're just either going to go to PlayStation or Steam, because Steam, in the very least, has a very streamlined across the board understanding, like easy to understand ecosystem that has Steam OS across the board. Everything is PC, and it's built from that perspective day one. and it's simple across the board, and you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna make content on all this stuff and make it easy too.
I want to know what Melee K thinks.
Facts.
About what aspect of it?
All of it.
About this.
Sum this up for me.
She told you.
Look at me. I'm betrayed.
I mean, like I said, I think this is for people who are trying to enter the market. I think Steam has an untapped potential here. Yes, they are the biggest market, but they can absolutely access more people. This is for the people who don't want to tweak performance. They just want it set for them. I think the industry itself will follow in lockstep and maybe have the standard of what PC gaming should be, which is a net positive for all of us because I want our games to be better optimized. So overall, I think this is great. I love the actual idea of it. I'm buying one. It's going to be in my house. I love my Steam Deck already. I don't think this is for people who want like the highest performance ever, which is where it gets confusing. But I think back to the Steam box back in the 2015s, and they just released this idea of like, we're going to have a bunch of different versions and you guys grab whatever one's right for you. And there's tons of different pricings and everything. And that confused the shit out of everyone. And so no one ended up buying it. So this is them rolling it out slowly. Okay, we're going to do the portable version for a Steam Deck. Now we solved one problem. Now we're going to give people, a standard that's going to be affordable, that'll kind of get people into it. And then I can see eventually doing an even higher performing one years from now, just to spread it out so that the actual like marketing of it all makes sense. Hypnotic has kind of convinced me that they might not bring this to stores. Initially, I thought it would make sense to bring this to stores, capture the market of people who might know what Steam is because they see gift cards in a store, but don't like have the full information, might onboard them instead of building a PC or investigating all that. But Valve does have their ecosystem and they're happy with it. So, they might be able to get away with just staying in their own space and word of mouth and what we're all doing right now, which is we are their free marketing. Everyone and their mother on YouTube is going to be talking about this. So they've got their marketing between YouTube and Twitter.
Steam has done nothing for years and won. They're not going to suddenly make drastic changes. They're simply just offering you tools and backing away. That's literally what they're doing.
Out of curiosity, who here has a Steam Deck?
I do. Yep.
I have a rogue ally.
Fucking gay.
Man.
I regret it. Man.
So everybody has a Steam Deck except for Leon, Sheep, and Wizard, and Will.
Yeah.
Okay. Who here has an Xbox?
Sadly,
we all have
Definitely
Xboxes.
not me.
All right, so we're gonna kick the two
Never
girls.
owned an Xbox.
Women were a mistake. Clearly,
I
no.
have a toaster, and they told me that that's an Xbox.
That's true.
Everything's an Xbox.
Bro, I come from a time where I bought everything for every singular generation.
I get that.
And
where that stopped was with the Xbox Series X because I could play them on my PC. Like, why would I buy this?
I just weaned off of Game Pass, so that was a hard one. But I'm like, you know what? You're charging way too much for that shit. So I literally buy everything gaming possible. I own an Ouya for crying out loud. Like, I own
oh shit!
the most dumb gaming stuff ever. So
yeah. So I was just asking out of curiosity, because I don't know, man. I do think that Steam definitely pulled the trigger that Xbox wanted to pull, and they were too busy trying to figure out like what the fuck, how to do it. And honestly, it's the reason why I think it's not working out for Xbox in comparison to Steam, even though they had the same strategy, was that it took Xbox destroying their original brand to end up to that strategy, whereas Steam was just building their same strategy from day one, which is focus on their store, focus on being a software company, capture the market completely, become the go-to place to sell and buy video games on the PC platform. And when you have a user base that is so large to the point where you don't have to do any external marketing whatsoever that actually costs any reasonable money, then could go for the kill at this point. Like enrich the ecosystem that you have, which is what the Steam Deck really was. The Steam Deck was an experiment. It was an experiment to see if they could sell a few million consoles to people who wanted to access Steam games remotely. And then now they're going to do the same thing here, where they're going to see how many consoles they can sell to people who want to access their Steam games on a TV or even on a VR headset for that matter. Because remember, the VR headset can be used as an external television. It could project a screen anywhere and you could just play. So it doesn't have to just be like VR games. It could be regular games as well. So it really just depends. Again, I think the VR headset's going to be the least selling one out of all of them. I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And probably the most expensive. Yep, I got to imagine. But the
Are
Steam
we
machine,
moving on to that?
we could talk about each specific thing. I mean, we pretty much talked about the Steam Machine for the last segment. Let's talk about the controller, because a lot of people have their thoughts on the controller. Some good, some bad, some like kind of in the middle. So from what I understand about it, before we talk about the design and all that shit, it's basically easy to use. You can use it on obviously PC. You can use it on Steam Deck, which is nice. You could use it on the Steam Machine, obviously. You can also use it on phones. You can use it as a Bluetooth controller and whatnot, like basically everything. And I know people are going to say, well, you could do that with other controllers. Yes, I understand. But in order to be able to be a controller that can actually compete, you kind of have to do everything everybody else does too. Now, the thing is, the design is what's throwing me off. And I've said this before. I think this is a controller that is going to go for function over form. I don't know if that's necessarily the case quite yet because I don't have it in my hands, but I don't necessarily like the boxy design of it. But I mean, you guys can sound off and tell me like what you think about the controller. You go one by one. Whoever's first.
I will start.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I'm interested in it, and at the same time, I'm not, primarily because again, the design is kind of it's very blocky. And that could be something to get used to because you get used to I got used to the Joy-Cons on the little fucking handheld thing that they have, like when it turns it into a controller. I got used to that. I could probably get used to this. Now, my biggest boon for this is that like Steam is putting out something that's dedicated to Steam, because I really don't like having to do constant remaps of different controllers. I have a Switch Pro controller. I have a PS4 controller, a PS5 controller, and it's like having to constantly, you get a game that's just like, oh well, this game doesn't support the format of this controller. It's like I don't feel like going through all of that stuff. Just give me something that I can map and I know which button is which. It makes it like a lot more streamlined for me.
Do you think it's going to be comfortable, Sheep? Like that's the main thing I want to harp on. Like, do you think this is going to be? Because for me, I don't care how it looks. I care how it feels. Right. So like, do you think this is going to be comfortable?
I think it will be, primarily because, well, I guess because I have big hands, and I can easily get used to it. But I think I think there'll be people out there that like they'll get used to it. It's kind of like the 64 controller or even the GameCube
like the
controller.
Switch. It looks
Hold
like
on,
the
let me
Switch.
make some full screens. Hold on.
It looks like the Switch Pro controller in shape, and this is very comfy.
It just has a trackpad on top of it.
Cassie, what was the other one you had? What was that?
No, I have an 8-bit Do controller that pretty much is like a Switch Pro controller.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good controller.
But see, like you see how that controller has a gap on the bottom that's pretty sizable, and also
That's
Will's
the
too.
problem.
Will's has a gap on the bottom that's pretty sizable.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Come on,
you know what it reminds me of?
There you go.
You know what?
This one does not. This one's like
it has like a shorter.
I think that
it reminds me of like a Dreamcast or an Xbox Duke, like just like a massive fucking controller.
It's gonna be. It's gonna feel a lot like this.
The ball of your thumb might end up resting on those touchpads and activate them by accident. That's the only thing.
That's something to worry about. Yeah,
It almost reminds me of how the Steam Deck is, just without the screen.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna play. It's gonna feel just like a Steam Deck, and I think the Steam Deck is decent. Like it's not uncomfortable. It's not like the most comfortable thing in the world. It's good. It doesn't cramp my hand. It does the job, and I think this is gonna be pretty much the same situation here. But I don't know.
I think that's what she said.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic about that controller. Actually,
I think having that low.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Well, no, you good. I interrupted. Go.
No, just the programmable aspect of the touch controllers is basically giving you another 8 buttons, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Especially for people who play like FF14 with a controller, having
You need
all
to do
that
this.
so quick. It's okay. I can just move my thumbs down here for a second.
I do think that having that lower to back, not having that gap on the bottom, because otherwise your fingers have to wrap around the handles, versus having that lower back, that flat back, your fingers rest against the backside, and that definitely, I know that sounds horrible, but that definitely feels
He
more
rests his
comfortable.
fingers on the backside.
You need to repent, Cassie. All right, stop gooning. But no, I that's what I think. That's what I think is going to be. And yeah, I do think the controller is ugly as shit. But as long as it feels good in your hand and it functions well and it's highly customizable, I think that's a win.
This needs to happen because there's some games that are inaccessible unless you're using the touchpad. So it's either this or selling a mouse. And a mouse, like, to bring that around, it's doable, but controller makes more sense because it you can do a lot of different things with it.
Do
Like
you
a
guys
mouse
use
is
the fucking trackpads on your Steam Decks?
only if I have to.
If there's a game that
Rarely,
requires
yeah.
it, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't use that
nothing
shit.
comes
I
to
can't
mind,
stand
though.
that. I can't stand it. It's fucking.
Some
I usually
games
hook up a
are
PS5
not.
controller, like unless I really need it for some reason. But
A lot
I'm
of
using
older
Xbox controller.
games, like we're talking like, 7th gen games, sometimes you have to use that fucking trackpad to get to
Yeah.
options and shit.
Really?
So
point
yeah,
clicks and shit
occasionally.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I mean, it's just an interesting thing. So all right,
It's
that's
just
the
all in one.
final
I
thoughts
just
on the
controller's
controller.
ugly as sin. I really
It's
hope it feels
ugly.
good in the hand. because
Absolutely.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
it's so ugly.
it looks like it won't be comfortable. It just looks like I feel like we've perfected controllers. All right. Well, I might be a Nintendo fan, but Sony kind of fucking perfected controllers, right?
Yeah.
I think that the best controller on the market is probably was the PS4, and PS2 and PS4 were the best.
I like
Even
the
Nintendo
PS5 one.
practically
The
tied them.
DualSense,
Like
the
the Switch
DualSense is amazing.
Yep.
even the Switch Pro controllers were practically just Nintendo branded copied PS4 controllers. Like at the end of the day, this shit just. I hope Steam and Valve know what they're doing, and there's no reason to doubt them because obviously they're, like you guys say, they're the kings. Even when they just sit and do nothing, dude, this looks atrocious.
The best controller that started like really like the controller perfection, in my opinion, is the 360 controller. I feel like the Switch,
360
the
was
Pro
great.
controller feels a lot like that controller, but like since 360, they kind of got it under control with how controllers should feel.
I'm partial to the design for the scuff, personally.
My real concern here is that I just hope that this kind of stands the test of time. Like I love the DualSense controller, I think it's so comfortable. But them thumbsticks are fucking ass. Like they have this new tech in the sticks. So I'm interested to see how that is, especially, for aiming and stuff, because they're touting, they're just like, yeah, our sticks are the shit now. It's like, okay, fucking PC company, we'll see what's up with that. So I hope that this controller, in the very least, is very durable, because if I do get one, I'm open to getting one. I just don't want to get one day one. I'm gonna be bringing this to work with me in a bag, and it's gonna get, it's gonna take some L's.
I don't see the value in this. Like, I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying I don't, because obviously I do mouse and keyboard for just about everything. But I mean, there's some games where the controller is preferable or optional or whatnot. And when that's the case, you plug an Xbox controller into your PC and it auto maps everything. Like this to me just seems like Steam putting out the controller because it's kind of necessary for marketing purposes. Like, yeah, if we've got a console, we need a controller.
But they didn't really need to because they already have a controller.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing. It's an all-in-one. Like, you can bring a controller with you, but guess what? Like I said, there's some games that, unfortunately, you have to use the trackpad. It's really for a lot of older games, but this literally covers everything. You don't need to bring a controller and as well as a mouse. Like, you can bring literally this, and it encompasses everything that you need.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for the controller. Let's talk about this fucking thing.
This is day one for me.
Before I go any further, I don't give
porn
a
in
rat's
VR.
ass. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit at all about VR, but this is the closest I've come to actually wanting to play VR.
Yeah.
Does the fact that you can play non-VR in it, does that
I like the fact that
sway
it
you?
projects screen
That
in
doesn't
front of me. That's pretty
matter.
cool.
I'm not
I was
going to
asking
use it for
Will
non-VR
Smash. God
stuff.
damn it, Smash.
Oh, sorry.
$100 super chat. I mute Smash for 5 minutes. By the way, that's still up
Yo.
there. Still an offer. Will, go ahead.
No, that's it basically. I just think, yeah, it's pretty cool that it projects the screen. I didn't enjoy VR when I did have an experience with it on the PS4. I thought like it made me nauseous, which not a lot of things do, so it had to be pretty fucking jerky. But just generally, I just don't think it's really the optimal way to play games. I've never really enjoyed it. But this thing, I think, has fixed a lot of the issues that people have complained about for the last decade with VR headsets. Like, it's too heavy, it's clunky, it looks really comfortable and super lightweight. So, for those interested, it's probably the way to go. For
Did
me,
you ever see their last headset, Will? The Index
No.
or whatever it's called?
I never saw that. No.
Oh, it was so fucking. You want to talk about clunky? It was ridiculous.
What was it called?
the Valve Index. It's been sold out for like a year on Steam because they knew
Oh
they
my
were
God.
coming out with something else. Yeah,
That literally
amount
looks
of-
like it came out of Red Dwarf.
the amount of
Which is a
shit that
sci-fi
you
show from
needed
the
for that
90s.
is insane.
Yeah.
And that is, I remember talking about VR ages ago, and I said the one thing that's holding back VR is the ease of access into VR. So if you
Right.
need if you need a headset, if you need 2 fucking sensors on the corners of your room at the
I
perfect
shared,
placement, if you need all this shit to enjoy VR, it's like we need to
I
get to the
just
point where
shared you
VR is just a
picture of
headset.
it. In case you
What?
want to refer to it in the private chat, there's a picture of what you're talking about.
Fucking
Oh,
awful.
I will in a second. I will.
It's fucking insane.
The great thing about
if you have to do all that to enjoy it, it's people are gonna get turned off. But if you have a headset that you can just put on and it just works right away and preferably wireless, that's it. That's gonna be the gateway for a lot of people.
Yeah.
The thing is there a like I feel like there's a stigma against VR. I've tried a lot of different VR stuff, and every single time I think Will hit the nail on the head when he said it's not the optimal way to play. It's a fun gimmicky thing to do for 20 minutes. And then I want to go back to playing, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax or something.
Yeah.
And like to the credit of this device, it looks really comfortable. Like I've never used a VR headset that was comfortable. This one looks really comfortable. However, we've got like 7 years of stigma against how kind of bland and boring and not just novel, but not necessarily longevity, good longevity that VR is. So is this going to turn the tide? I think the stigma against VR is gonna hurt this, even if it is a good product.
That's fair.
The good thing about Steam that I like is that they don't just shit out new hardware like every other year. They've said with the Steam Deck they're not going to put out a Steam Deck 2 until there is a technology technology that they want to include that will actually be a true genuine upgrade. And I appreciate that. And this is a great example of that. If you look at that, that previous VR headset, they had this fucking dog shit. And this one is just like a complete 180 in the right direction.
They said that there's no upgrade in what do you call it, in chips yet, right? Like they said they're waiting for processors to get more powerful before they do another Steam Deck 2, because right now there's no point.
Yep. This I'm not really interested in VR like that. I've always had a curiosity for it.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of scared how it's going to affect me. But also the reality is, like, my PC setup, I just don't have the space for it. But the Steam machine is something I could stick in my fucking room, or I could bring this headset with me to work if I want to. I have a game room, so I have plenty of space in the game room. I could definitely have a whole VR setup in my game room and be chilling. Like, realistically with this, it would actually be pretty fucking dope. Or I could take this to work with me instead of like a portable monitor, for example, and play games on this if I want to. The amount of options Steam gives you is kind of fucking insane.
Fair enough. What are other thoughts on the headset? Who's got thoughts on it?
I'm not interested.
You mean Connect 2026?
Connect 2026? Really? That's what we're comparing it to?
I mean, that's the marketing angle VR has certainly taken. It's in the same ballpark as the Connect. I mean, obviously it's more fun than the Connect, and it's come a long way since then. But that's how I saw this immediately. Is VR? Oh, it's the Connect. It's optional for the VR people who are also the Connect people.
Damn, I didn't think you'd say Connect. God damn.
I mean, Microsoft tried to force that shit on people, in all fairness. Thankfully,
that's why that's good. This is optional because those people, the people that like VR, will love to play this. I'm one of the misfits that would buy this shit because I want to play Blades and Sorcery without the damn thing crashing every 5 minutes. I have the Oculus 2. It's collecting dust right now because I haven't played it because it's a pain in the ass to use it.
I don't think VR is really going to be readily accepted by the public until we go full Ready Player One mode. Like,
that's why it's a Connect.
Right, yeah. I'm saying I agreed with your Connect comparison.
Well, I'm glad you agreed with me, Leon. Shit.
First,
I'm gonna get angry at you, even though we're saying the same fucking thing. I'm just gonna start yelling at you, Leon. Fuck you.
Love you too, buddy.
What do you think about the headset, Melee?
I'll probably grab it. For me, it's
I
trust Valve over Meta. So I'm like, I will, if I'm going to get a headset, I'll get this. The thing is, I have a PSVR and it collects dust. I am not somebody who gravitates to VR first. So I think the biggest thing is if this is comfortable, it looks really comfortable. I'm open to it. It's not going to be my first purchase for the system. Like, I'm going to get the box. I'll probably get the controller to feel it out. But this is more like, do they release something that I actually care about in VR? Okay. Like, if they move the Batman game onto Steam, I would do it.
Okay.
But I'm not super sold on VR in general. It just I prefer to sit in front of a TV with my controller.
Same. Yeah. I mean,
And
a
that's
lot of
where
people.
the Steam machine comes into play.
Yeah,
a lot of people are sad they can't play Half-Life Alex. I mean, this is
But
your
you
way.
can
Well,
mod
that
it.
was me.
You can mod
Yeah.
it to not have VR, right? So then it's like,
By the
why
way,
don't I just play it that way?
Oh, that's pretty
fuck
cool.
You. That
What?
whole what if they launched the Steam Deck with Half-Life 3, getting people's hopes up like that, you dirty grifting piece
I
of
didn't
shit.
I didn't get people's hopes up. I told everybody I was coping, and I'm still
Yeah.
coping. Because that would be amazing, though. Think about that. Like, I'm just saying. And to be fair, there is an article out there that says the same exact thing. So I'm not the only one thinking that. Okay, there was an article out there that said how crazy would it be if they shadow dropped Half-Life 3 with the Steam machine. I'm just saying.
Dude,
that would be
Hypno gets his
Because
news
Just
from
gotta drop it
Kotaku.
the day before GTA 6 comes out. That'll
The
be-
world-
that's what
the
I was
world
going to
would
say.
end.
Because this is like assumingly dropping around March or so, what if that is the real reason that Rockstar pushed back GTA 6 is like, oh, Half-Life 3, like roughly same drop time. Yo, we got to bounce because that will break the fucking internet.
that would. I'm telling you, the world would literally end for like a week.
Shadow drop Half-Life 3 might be the greatest thing to possibly ever happen. Like,
They could afford
the printing press don't need it. The internet, that was cool. Shadow drop Half-Life 3, bring the meteor. We're done. We peaked.
Maybe. You never know. Anything can happen. All right. Final thoughts on this, because I want to move on to the Ubisoft conversation because shit's getting weird over there. So, any last thoughts on the Steam hardware?
I'm
Anything?
excited.
It looks cool.
I'm excited.
I
Shit,
want it.
dude, I'm forced to play really tiny games on work because of my Steam Deck. Like six Steam
What a
Decks of
fucking first
power
world problem. Sorry.
bringing to work. Absolutely. The thing is, my productivity of my gaming would increase substantially with this Steam machine. That's what's so exciting to me. Like,
Sorry, that
I
just
could
cracks me up.
potentially get like 20 plus hours of gaming in at work on the games that I really, really want to fucking play. So massive W for me. I'm fucking
Fuck's
hyped. That
sake.
is a day fucking one, brother.
Notice how
Crazy.
she said her
That's
productivity of gaming, but not her
Yeah.
productivity of work.
Yeah,
while at work.
exactly.
That's maddening,
Oh,
man. It's like, oh my
Girls
god, I have
hauling
to
a
play,
VR
I
headset
have
to
play
work and
next
everything.
gen cutting-edge video
crazy.
games, and I can only play them on a 7-inch
Hey,
screen.
man.
Also, my wallet's too small for my $100 bills, and my platinum shoes are too small.
I have a job where the work has to come to me, and if it doesn't, I ain't got shit to do, brother. That's what it is.
That is insanity. Any other last thoughts? Nope.
This will be really good. One way or another, it's going to be really good.
I think
For
they
a
All I
have
learned
something
is
for
Hypno gets
everybody.
his news from Kotaku.
What?
What?
So all I learned is that Hypno gets his news from Kotaku.
Where do you
Oh,
get that
man.
from?
No, that's
Because
you.
you were
bud.
the one running around with the grift that Half-Life 3 was coming, dude. Leon's right. Fuck you, Hypno.
That's insider
Oh,
gaming.
man. The
Bro.
PlayStation
We're allowed to
console
But hey, you know what?
gremlins.
They
The
were right
PlayStation-
about Oblivion, so you never
The
know.
They don't
PlayStation
let me dream
fanboys?
here, Melee. You see this shit? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, they're crushing your dreams, bro. This is crazy.
Dude,
I've
they
only been
made
waiting for
me-
this. for
I'm
fucking
dreaming about the
15 plus
Dreamcast
years.
2. He's dreaming about Half-Life 3. It's good.
Don't get
All
my
right.
hopes up for that as well.
There's
I-
multiple, and then there's like, come on, what are we doing?
Everyone calls me retarded, but I am totally in the camp of Sega could come back and make Dreamcast 2. Maybe not call it
They
that.
could. You're not
but they
retarded.
could
You're
crush,
correct.
replace Xbox because we had the Dreamcast as Sega phased out. Original Xbox came in, same attitude, was great for a while, messed up. I'm like, Xbox is leaving now. Sega come back in, Dreamcast 2, baby. Day
So we're
one.
talking about essentially
That's
what
my
would be
retard
the
dream.
the Ouya 2. Got you, brother.
I don't care. I love Sega. Sega forever.
I've been playing a
It's
lot
my
of Sonic
retard
games
dream.
lately.
Hold up.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Sonic.
Like
Sonic
regular
is so much
guy
fucking
stream,
fun.
It is. It's because of Sonic Racing that I started playing Sonic Frontiers earlier.
Sonic
Hell yeah.
Frontiers is great. I love
That's
it.
yeah, that's a great game.
I'm not fully sold on it yet, but I'm getting there.
It gets better the more you go in.
Well, I finally have the open world unlocked, so we'll see how that goes. All right, let's talk about Ubisoft. Unfortunately, we do have to talk. We spent like I don't know.
Yeah,
now
we've
I
been
have-
positive for the last 2 hours. Let's talk
Yeah.
shit.
Time to be grifters, right? Like, no, anyway. So no, but this is serious shit because Ubisoft, it ain't looking good, man. For those of you that are unaware, Ubisoft has done something that most companies don't do that are, doing well, or any company for that matter. Even if you're doing bad, normally they say something before they do something like this. But Ubisoft recently has not only delayed their quarterly financial report and basically told their investors they'll get to it when they could get to it. They have completely halted. This is the big one. Completely halted all stock trading for their company. And there's usually only 3 reasons why this is happening. They're being acquired by someone else. They have some really bad legal troubles, or they just are going private. So that's usually the 3 main reasons why a company would completely halt stock trading like that.
Especially
wasn't the idea for them to go private.
They could be having legal troubles and also be going private or getting bought out. So we could get a 2 for 3 here.
I got to be real with you. I think they're being bought out. I think Tencent came in and said, listen, now that we have 25% of you and we don't want anybody else, how about you close out your company? Because remember, they made a new subsidiary. They made a new company with Tencent. So technically that's separate from Ubisoft, even though obviously they could claim it's tied and it's a subsidiary or everything. If they want to take that company and make it separate and close off the shit, I mean, that's also a possibility. Or if they want to buy out the rest of the shit at a low price, because now Ubisoft as a whole is worth less because they don't have the 3 main IPs now, technically. Because now it's for, what is it called? Vantage Studios or something like that? So whatever they're called. I think they're going to get bought out. I think we are at the point now where Ubisoft is officially going to be bought out. I don't see any other option. I don't think they're going to go private, to be honest. I don't think they're pulling an EA. But I think they're absolutely going to get bought out because
It would be hilarious if they were. Those Saudis just rock up, be like, "Yeah, we're also buying Ubisoft. What up?"
Oh no,
I don't think they
Tencent will
see
not let
value
that
in
happen.
that. Yeah.
Bro,
Tencent
you know,
won't
do you know the kind of hold Tencent has on companies, bro? They would like
I
once
just
they
think
invest.
it would be funny. I'm not
Never
saying it would
get rid of
happen.
them.
I just think it would be funny if the Saudis rolled up and bought Ubisoft.
It would be kind of hilarious. Now, I mean, you guys could just sound off. Let me know what you think is going to happen with this. Melee K, you want to start off?
I feel like the course of action is to sell off their IPs individually and just Ubisoft goes away. But I think they are going to get bought out by Tencent. I mean, they already have Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six.
Crazy.
They might as well just take the rest at this point. I think Tencent's still insane for doing a $1 billion investment into those 3 IPs that are generating like nothing for them. But maybe they can cut a cheap deal and they can own everything and they can revive. Because the thing with Ubisoft is they have so many great IPs. They just don't know how to manage them. Their games are constantly jank. Like they just need the proper management in there and the proper team. And they actually would be one of the most successful companies. And if they actually respect fans and stop doing all this like woke bullshit, they would be fine.
To
there
be
is
fair,
a big.
they were one of the most successful. They were highly
They were.
successful. They literally coined the open worlds formula that a lot of these other studios copied.
Yeah.
You know? But
100%.
continue. I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
No. I agree with you. And yeah, so I think they're going to be bought out by someone, and that's probably the play. But I would prefer if they just sent their IPs out to the perfect companies for each game and then called it a day. We'll see.
It'll be different. It wouldn't be the Ubisoft game anymore. Like we've all played the Ubisoft game. We've all played so many iterations of the Ubisoft game at this
Yep.
point. It would be very interesting if all different developers were suddenly in charge of their franchises.
If you
Here's an
played one
example.
Ubisoft open world, you played them all. Go ahead, Kay.
Here's an example. So the Rogue Prince of Persia, I actually really love this game. Evil Empire was the one that ended up working on that, which did Dead Cells. It's a good game. So give your IPs to people who can actually do justice to what you have. You'll make money. That's my
That's
opinion
fair.
on it. So
But if they gave their IPs to other people to make them make money, how would they, continue sustaining all their thousands upon thousands of employees that they can't get rid of?
I know. Middle management, the company, it's crazy.
I mean, just remember, Ubisoft on Assassin's Creed Shadows credited over 3,000 people.
Yo, that's
They had a
insane.
title screen to link to the fucking MCU movie. Or a
What is it,
credit
like
screen.
2 hours of credits? Like
It was literally 2 hours of
Yo.
credits. Fucking Craig went viral because he posted the credits for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
2
forgot.
hours
remember
for
that,
that
yeah.
shit. Think about that. So that's a lot of people. That's a
How
lot
many
of
episodes of
waste.
DuckTales can I watch while the credits roll on fucking Assassin's Creed?
I watched
don't know,
that for
man.
way longer than I should have as well.
I think that this company is one of the biggest issues with this company by far is the fact that the people in charge don't want to let it go. They just don't want to let it go.
Yep.
Like the Eve, the CEO, and now his fucking son over at which is crazy, by the way. The fact that he has his son co-leading the subsidiary because they just don't want to let it go. Like they'd rather take a lesser deal as long as they maintain power. Yeah, Charlie. Versus taking a better deal for themselves and their investors and letting themselves be bought out of power. Like they rather hold on to it. It's fucking insane. As so long as those guys are at the helm, this company will never get better, in my opinion. They absolutely need to be removed because it all starts from the top and works its way down. And it's very clear over the many, many, many years that they have just been leading it into the ground. They need to be removed, in my opinion.
If you don't get rid of them, you'll never fix the company. They're everything wrong with it.
Yep.
Well, I would say HR, middle management is also everything wrong with it.
Well, but they take their orders from,
That's true. It rolls downhill.
Shit rolls down the hill, yeah.
Sheep, what are you thinking?
I hate Ubisoft.
I thought you were gonna say I hate you. Damn, I was like, what the fuck did I do?
I hate you.
Here's the thing about Ubisoft, and I agree with Will's assessment on how their games are structured. That said, Watch Dogs was one of my favorite franchises to get into. The first game is just basically it was just sad man being sad because his niece died, and the second one was really interesting. I like the story behind that one, but then they put out Watch Dogs Legion, and that game was just basically bullshit. And
sadly,
I lost interest in Assassin's Creed after the third one anyway, or after Syndicate is when I stopped playing, but I lost interest after the third one.
Okay.
I
And from
lost interest after Origins. But
okay. But like ultimately, like Ubisoft hasn't done anything that I gave a shit about for well over a decade at this point. So it doesn't bother me that they're gone, or not gone, but it doesn't bother me if they go. That's
sense.
pretty much where my stance is. It sucks that it's going to China company, to China fucking monopoly, but them's the breaks. That's kind of what we had to deal with, and I have no problem just not buying any more Ubisoft like products in general.
Okay, fair enough. Well, again, like we said before, it's very formulaic. So, they're literally the ones who coined the entire open world formula that fucking Horizon follows. Horizon literally follows the Ubisoft open world formula like to a T.
Right.
So, not surprised. And unfortunately, if other people start doing what you're doing, then it just makes what you're doing seem even less exciting, even though you're the one that coined it. So
true.
So what do you guys think is the more likely of the situation that's happening right now? Are we thinking buyout? Are we thinking legal trouble? Like, because that's really the only two that I could think of, man. I don't think they're going private. I don't think
they're not going private. And again,
Yeah.
the two aren't mutually exclusive. You could be in legal trouble
Right.
and be waiting on a buyout to save your ass. So I think it's a little bit of, I mean, dude, lying to your investors is a crime, and they've been caught doing that multiple times. How do you maintain being a business after being called out multiple times? Not even just by us, you was these angry big grifters, dude. Even the access media, even people like the Gamer and Game Rant and whatnot, have written articles about them lying to investors. Like, come on now, there's got to be some sort of repercussions here.
Dude, the shit that they would tell their investors was fucking insane, bro.
Yeah,
They would literally lie to them and be like, yeah, community sentiment's really strong for Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows, and our social media community engagement's really high with this
To be
game.
fair, if their investors are not paying attention, they deserve to get fucking lied to.
I mean,
I
some of them
think you guys-
started to. Go ahead, Wizard.
I think you guys are being ridiculous. I think Ubisoft is completely fine. I
shit.
think we're going to find out that this is just a big fucking misunderstanding, okay? Because you guys are all jumping the gun. You know why? Because the gold standard told me that Assassin's Creed Shadows sold well, okay? It met expectations. You don't meet expectations and then shut down the availability of your stocks. Okay, that doesn't happen. The gold standard called it. Y'all are just hating grifters, and you have
So
no idea what
can
you're
I play
talking about.
devil's advocate? So
You could try, but you don't know what you're talking about.
that's true because I'm not the gold standard.
I'm curious,
Okay,
how much
Colin.
Polygon paying you?
It's easier than you think to mess with you guys.
So I like Assassin's Creed could sell well, but the thing is, you needed more than just selling well to save Ubisoft. There is
Early on, it was selling well. Did we think about
Well,
that?
yeah.
Dragon Age
That's
Mailgun
all that
sold
matters.
well early on.
Well, that's the problem when you celebrate too early. That's what they do. They celebrate way too early. They always, Jason Schreier, right? He was like, "Get woke, go to the top of the charts," and then he just deleted his fucking tweet.
Negative. The games would continue to sell, but you guys just want to hate everything.
That's true. I forget it's
You should
our
kick
fault when
everyone
the
else
game
out and have
fails,
a
but then
debate.
we have no power when the game wins. I forgot. I'm
Yep.
sorry. I'm sorry. It all depends on the conversation. But no, I think that we had always said when we were discussing Assassin's Creed Shadows that I think the game is going to sell, but quite frankly, just selling is not going to be enough. Ubisoft made a lot of mistakes. Forget the whole DEI shit. That is obviously part of it. But Ubisoft made a lot of bad financial decisions. For example, not canceling Skull and Bones and spending over 10 years of development and well over $400 million to come up with that game and to lose all that fucking money instead of cutting their losses and deciding to go elsewhere at that point. Like, that was probably not that great of a
Crazy
decision,
shit.
right? On top of other things too. I mean, they made so many bad financial decisions that were all helmed by the leadership that is still there, by the way, which is why I say they have to go in order for this to even have a chance at being redeemed. But there's a lot behind it. And for the people that just wanted to get one of the chuds and be like, "Oh, Assassin's Creed did amazing." Yeah, well, unfortunately, they need to do really amazing. Otherwise, the company's going to go. And you can show for this game all you want, but you know who's not going to be there when the company's gone? Those people, because they're going to be moving for the next game that they're going to try to go crazy for. They're never going to, it's so ridiculous, man, because I still to this day, like the other day I was watching, what was it? Where Winds Meet. And I ended up Googling a gameplay video just to see what the gameplay looked like. And guess who was the one playing the game?
Alana Pierce?
No, fuck no, that's impossible. I'm talking about Fighting Cowboy. Fighting Cowboy, the guy who to this day, remember his meltdown over Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Yep.
He had a meltdown claiming everybody was racist because they were making fun of Yasuke in his chat and shit like that. He had a meltdown on his one singular stream of Assassin's Creed. He said, "The game is good. You guys are so focused on the race. The game is good." Never played the game again. He played the game one stream, Fighting Cowboy. To this day, he's like he's usually like a Souls-like player. He got his fame from Souls-like games, but he's a game reviewer. He gets free copies, plays the games early.
No. Here's what he is. He's a hype beast industry dick eater. That's what these fucking people are. Call them what they are. They're fucking hype beasts, dick eaters for the industry. They're not looking out for you. They don't give a fuck about you. They're giving a fuck about their views and the next fucking corporate sponsored fucking dog shit that they're going to try to sell you.
Cassie, the difference between you and Hypno here is delivery. I think he has he doesn't feel like welcoming that kind of heat.
Oh, I don't care about the heat. I was just trying to explain it in the most simple way possible. But I mean, obviously, I could call him a dick eater. That's fine. But anyway, the point is, yes, obviously, that was my point. Like, the guy is mega shill, told everybody the game was amazing, and then never played it again. Mind you, when I was watching his gameplay of Where Winds Meet, he actually said that we're going to check this game out to see if it's worth putting a series into it, right? That was his entire point behind playing the game. So it makes me wonder if that's what you do with your games and you play it once to see if it's worth making a series. Was Assassin's Creed Shadows not worth making a series out of? Was it bad?
True.
Are you ever going to say that? Probably not, right? So I just find it interesting because these people who are fucking leeches who just want to desperately own the chuds because it's fun to be counter to the counterculture, right? They view whatever particular side as counterculture, complain about everything, never talk positive about anything. Meanwhile, they never watch any of the actual stuff. But anyway,
did you get the information on what happened to Reforge Gaming? Another Assassin's Creed Shadows meet Glazer. All right, this motherfucker got a sponsorship with a he's pushing some fucking soda and which is a soda he didn't even like the type of. It was root beer. He
What
said
the
that
fuck
first
is
he
with
doesn't
people
drink.
with gaming channels pushing anything but gaming?
But here's the thing: the root beer company had a fucking the root beer company itself was sponsored Assassin's Creed, so it had Assassin's Creed branding on the root beer. He admitted first off he doesn't drink soda, and he admitted he doesn't like root beer, but he was pushing that fucking soda and pushing Assassin's Creed. And guess what? He later admits he didn't even finish the game because he got fucking bored of it. These people do not give
Oh
a
my
fuck
god.
about being honest with you. They don't care.
No fucking way, bro.
I just want gaming to remain gaming and stop welcoming in shit that's not gaming. It's like that post about Sonic. I don't even know if it's true. Fucking Sonic Fox getting a sponsorship by Nike. Like, bro, what the fuck does Nike have to do with pressing fucking buttons? Like, get out of here,
bro. I
Go
don't
the
know.
fuck away.
I think you're reading it wrong. I think it's Gods of Victory Nikkei you're talking about, not Nike.
No,
good
this
game.
guy he tried.
that
No,
quickly.
it's Nike.
I kicked him. He's fucking
Thank
terrible.
you. I appreciate.
Nikkei,
No,
huh?
you are my favorite person right now.
Thank you.
Say it
Smash
quickly.
gets to interrupt motherfuckers unimputed and not get muted. I get
Unimputed?
kicked
No,
for
no,
a
no. We
dumb
always
fucking,
complain about it.
joke.
Smash gets kicked. What do you mean?
Listen, that's insane. I didn't know that, Cassie. That's an interesting bit of lore. Not surprised, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, again, these people that are leeches to the industry, they'll claim that we're haters for this, for that. But let's be real, man. The only reason why they do that is because they want to maintain the access they have, or they want to try to get access they don't have. It's the only reason why. The sad thing is most of these people don't even do it for money. They don't. They do it to feel like they're important. That's really what it is. They want to be able to say they have connections over at whatever, the Ubisoft, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, pick a company. That's really what it is. And the bigger the company, the harder the shill, right? So your Xbox shills, your PlayStation shills, they're out there. And it is what it is. But you could chill all you want, but and ignore the conversation all you want, and claim that you only want to be positive, even though for some reason you only watch what you deem to be negative content. But I digress. You can say that all you want, but eventually the shit's gonna come home at some point, and that's exactly where we're at here with Ubisoft. No successful company does this for no reason, like just to go completely dark. Like, if it was one or the other, okay, you could say, okay, maybe something weird. I don't know, whatever, something's weird. Maybe they reported their financials, but they didn't hold, but they held stock trading, or maybe they didn't report financials, but they didn't hold stock trading. The fact that they did both, something weird's going on, and we can speculate, and maybe nothing will happen from it. Maybe absolutely nothing will happen from this. I just don't see that being very likely. I think something big is about to happen with Ubisoft. They're trying to figure out how they're going to announce it, how they're going to say it. And it's only a matter of time. That's really where we're at this point. So, and the sad thing is, again, the people that use Ubisoft for access and free codes and free collector's editions and free whatever, those people they're not gonna be around. Just like they're not around to play the fucking game that they got for free.
That is the nature of these kind of individuals. We like to call them tourists, but they are basically leeches. Is that they don't actually give a singular fuck about anything that they claim to be enthralled in or anything like that. It's all about what can get them the easiest method of basically comfortable living. Like they're not trying to actually understand what is offered to them. They just want to know if it's something that they can make a quick buck off of, if they can apply, generic personality to it and maximize profit off of it. The Pokemon method, as I'm going to start calling it. That's what they want to do. That's all they want.
Out of all the shills that attacked me for, making fun of Yasuke and shit like that, at the end of the day, I reviewed the game completely from start to finish. It was mind numbing, and I wanted to quit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I have like 40, almost 50 hours in that fucking game. I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm sorry too. And I went through the whole thing, and mind you, it's like, again, you have other people that will do one stream just because they got sponsored for that one stream, paid to do that one stream, and then never do anything again. Didn't what the fuck didn't Asan get paid to play Assassin's Creed Shadows for one day?
He did.
He got paid almost $100,000 to play Assassin's Creed Shadows one day and pretend like he gave a fuck about it. That motherfucker didn't give a shit about it.
When's the last time you even talked about
it? Motherfucker got upset literally a couple of weeks later when he was referred to as a gamer by the ADL.
I know.
The ADL. But like, after playing Assassin's Creed, they called him a gamer in an article, and he got pissed off at being called a gamer.
I know. It's just
That's because
ridiculous,
they,
man.
It's because they said mer.
So RIP to Ubisoft. This is where we're at, man. It is what it is, and you kind of
Ubisoft.
Yeah, I mean, again, they could come back from this and nothing will happen, but it really is only a matter of time, man. Ubisoft has been on the edges for a while. Tencent is like a shark in the water smelling blood, and they know, like, they got in. They're at 25%. That's 1/4 of the way there, and the other third is going to be very easy to get. It's only a matter of time. So, any last thoughts on this before we continue?
Yeah. This kind of situation, like regardless of how it plays out, and being serious, I know I was joking around before, but being serious, this kind of thing is concerning, and it's something that I've been talking about in my content for a while now. People keep talking about like the video game crash is coming, the crash is going to happen. Well, this is it, but it's not happening in the way that you think or that we want, right? Like it's a contraction in the industry. Ubisoft falls on the sword, sure, but we are moving to a destination where it's just going to be the big heavy hitters in gaming. You're going to have your Microsofts that are eating everything. You have your Sonys, and Nintendo just announced that they are looking out to go out like a shark and eat up other companies too. So Ubisoft failing, and we're like, yeah, fuck you guys. Like, fuck you for Assassin's Creed. Like, yeah, like a Star Wars Outlaws sucked. It's like, okay, but this is paving the way for the industry to contract, and more important now than ever before, we need to be involved in the indie sphere. We need to be playing and supporting indie developers because it's the AAA world is gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse because it's contracting. Very important to point that out because we got to be on top of indies.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's my thought.
All right. Fair. Moving on. Really quick, just got to share this with the chat because this is going viral. Apparently, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is bad. Yeah, we're gonna get more of this.
Oh yeah.
Strong arm herself.
Female Yasuke.
Oh my god. Bro.
And the stream shut down.
I was about to say, that just copyright claim this shit.
Yeah, that was the initial opener that I had for my video, but the moment I uploaded, they were like, nope, copyrighted. So I had to edit it, and I did, but I kept the original. Stream is different, though. Stream is different. They allow you a little bit more leeway with stream. Very powerful. So what about that Black Ops 7, boys?
Skip.
I don't know, but Cassie's tweet had me fucking rolling.
Couldn't give a rat's ass.
How my tweet went viral. It was the most like throwaway tweet. Just like remember when this was actually a military shooter franchise? Yeah, and it like
does that be?
I don't get it, but hey, I mean, I guess a lot of people are feeling the sentiment. I will say that there is not to be like, oh man, stop hating on Call of Duty. Call of Duty doesn't get enough hate, but like with Battlefield, like pop it off. There's like this excessive like boot to Call of Duty right now.
Cassie,
so,
I know you got to go, but I need you to explain something. As friends, I need understanding. Otherwise, we're gonna have to reevaluate. What is it? What is this about?
Bro, it's literally a background. All right, mind you, a 50-year-old gamer as fuck female gifted me this game. So just so you know, and it's literally a background game to which you have a
coping and seething.
You have a little chicken that is working out. Yes, like
just go invisible, Cassie. Just go
invisible. Dude, I
can you do that hand motion again? Hold on, can you do that hand motion again?
There you go. Tell him.
Yes, my cock is getting stronger.
All right.
That's getting good.
Yep. We'll see you later.
That will be my super chat sound, ladies and gentlemen, on Hypnotic Gaming Live.
My God.
Every dono.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit, my God. I saw this picture. I was going to your page to find the viral tweet, and then I saw this, and I'm like, oh no, she did not get.
And I retweeted it. I don't give a fuck. I do what I want.
That's why I saw it. Anyway, so yeah, no, this tweet is going crazy, Cassie. 3 million views.
Whoa.
Damn, it was at like
Damn,
1.8
girl.
when I checked like before I took a nap.
Only 1.8.
No, my guy. We got
How the fuck did that happen?
2.8 million views on this. That's insane. Crazy how Call of Duty was once a serious military shooter. That's it. That's all it is. Wow.
And I played Call of Duty since like Finest Hour on PS2. That was like the first console
Oh,
Call
yeah.
of Duty.
Mine was
And
Call of Duty 2 on
yeah.
360.
Yeah, it's crazy
Damn.
how things. It literally, the segment that's being shown off reminded me of in Arkham Asylum when Scarecrow like hits you with that gas and then he becomes like, enormous. It's literally a
Yes.
copy and paste of that. It felt like.
It's so ridiculous, man. They even put the health bar there at the top. It shells like, are we playing Destiny or something? Like, what's going on here?
Bro, they
It's
did
just
the same
crazy,
shit with
man.
Suicide Squad.
It's so fucking ridiculous, bro. Anyway, do you got to go, Cass?
Yeah,
I know you got
unfortunately,
your gifted games up.
Yeah, shout out to Anubis Hades. I used to have a friend that was named Anubis, and I used to call him Analbus. He fucking hated that.
That's crazy.
But he says, slay some demons hentai style. He gifted me Demon Hentai Slayer. So thank you for that. It's a puzzle game. Appreciate you, my guy.
I'm sure you'll get screenshots of you playing that game.
Yep.
Pretty much.
No
pretty
doubt.
much.
Make it
So
happen.
I appreciate it. But yeah, other than that, I do unfortunately have to get going because I do have to go to work and do nothing. That's why I need a Steam machine, because I do nothing at work. Please come out like January. Thank you.
I need your job.
But pretty much, right? But the only thing is I have to commute. That's the shitty thing about it. But other than that, I could live with everything else. But guys, thank you so much for having me. I definitely saw some people that were kind of mad at me in chat. Like, look, man, there's no hate towards console gamers, bro. It's the gremlins. There's a difference between the console players that are up on the knowledge and console gremlins that are just corporate dick glazers. There's a huge difference between y'all. So shout out to the knowledgeable gamers out here that are keeping up with it and keeping up with us. So I appreciate everybody, and obviously the panel is amazing, and Melee K is also freaking amazing. So shout out to her.
It was
Definitely
great
go
to hang out
support
with you,
her.
girl. Thank
Hell
you.
yeah. But I gotta head out, y'all. Cult Classic Cage, YouTube, Kick, Rumble, Twitter for all that nonsense. And yeah, I'm out. Bye, guys.
Peace out. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Peace.
I need to get to.
You gotta go, Bill?
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I was going to stick around for the long haul, but I'm having major internet trouble. I don't know if you've noticed. I keep like freezing. I keep getting almost kicked out of the stream, so I need to go.
Oh, I
and
thought
figure
that
out
was the
what fuck's
cocaine.
wrong with it.
My bad.
Yeah, no, the cocaine you can't tell. I don't gurn when I'm doing coke. You know, just because
Got
I've got
it.
such a massive tolerance for it. That's why. But not anymore. Anyway, I really am sorry about that because I wanted to stick around and play Sonic, but I can't rely on my fucking internet, so I'm going to go and kick some ass about that. Hopefully, I will get it back up and running, and then I'll be able to stream in about 10 hours' time. We'll be reviewing Red Dwarf Series 7, Episodes 1 and 2, which is a very consequential pair of episodes. One of the main characters leaves. There's also two really, really funny ones. So if you're interested in that, come and check me out. Otherwise, just follow me everywhere at Will of the Fans. Thanks for having me. Sorry about this. I wanted to play Sonic, but I need to figure this out.
No, you're fine. Next time.
Take care,
All right,
guys.
bro.
Wait,
Peace
Melee
out.
K instead. You know, she's probably better than you anyway.
Hey,
I asked her, but I don't think
gotta-
she has the game.
No, I have to work on my word show. I want to play with you guys, but
Hey,
I'm in
Okay, but
negative
you
time
do
right now.
have the game.
Wizard, you got to go too, or what are you saying?
Yeah, I gotta go too, but I did get a gifted game here from Anubis Hades.
Wizard
Wizard
Lady.
Lady.
What the fuck?
You're a male wizard. Here's a female wizard for you. Go conjure some spells and make some good or bad stuff happen. Thank you for that. I will absolutely accept that.
That's
100%.
the way Anubis
Yep.
described
Thank
the
you
way
for
Anubis
Wizard
throws-
Lady.
the way he throws his comments in on the gifts and stuff like that, it's almost like, you know, he's blasted through these games already. He's like, I'm going to share the love.
Probably
Here's a
did.
game that I played already.
Specifically, the word blasted. Probably did.
Hey,
Wizard,
But, yeah.
You're a legend, bro.
I got to bounce. This has been a lot of fun. Don't follow me. I'll see you next time. All right.
I
take
follow
care.
him. Don't
Peace.
listen to him.
All right. All right.
I
let's
gotta
cover
hop
Call
off
of-
too, actually. While
Oh
everyone-
my
fuck
God.
I'm
Fuck you.
sorry. I'm
It's just
sorry.
a trade of people.
Thank you.
My
Get out.
wife texted me. She said dinner's ready. I'm like, you know, I'm streaming, right? But I should probably go have some dinner with the family. So
You are
Um,
playing Sonic, right?
Yeah, I plan on being there. Yeah. for sure.
Okay. All right. Because
Yeah.
you don't normally leave early, I guess.
I don't.
Why? Because we have a guest. You don't feel special anymore? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. He's
We
like,
didn't let him
she's here.
we
Get
didn't
me
let
out
him
of here.
shout out about his T that he couldn't spell properly. So
That makes sense.
T.
That makes sense.
M-A-T-C-H-A.
If I buy your tea, will you stay? I'm just kidding.
Maybe. Actually, I can text my wife. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
it's
God.
always about the money.
Get this
Yeah,
grifter
it's
out of here. Fuck him.
All
my
right, guys. No,
God.
this was a great stream. Thank you so much for having me, and we'll see you at Sonic later tonight. Thanks again.
All right. Peace out.
See you, man.
Hey man, welcome to Smash JT Tea Shop, where I have no idea what the fuck I am doing.
Makes sense.
That's
You make him
beautiful.
sound too masculine in that.
He
The
even
four
has the same
base-
smile.
The 4 based people are here. And that's what we're gonna do. Really quick though, let's just cover Call of Duty. There's really not much to say, guys. I mean, what are we fucking doing here at this point? Now-
I did so like before Cassie's post and went on, like I just saw this video floating around. I thought it was a joke. I did not believe this was actually Call of Duty.
I did.
I thought that this was the zombies. That's what I thought it was. I didn't think that this was the campaign. I know the tweet said the campaign, but I'm like, okay, it's Twitter. Like, you know, you kind of have to, you got to kind of like sift through the bullshit, find the truth in it. So I thought it was zombies. I didn't realize it is actually the real campaign. And that kind of blew my mind a little bit. And there's other clips out there that blow your mind even more. Obviously, the one with the, you know, fucking Winter Shield, she soldier, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it.
You see, my thing about Call of Duty is, especially Black Ops, is that it's gotten to the point where Menendez has returned somehow, or this is like a prequel or some shit like that, if I remember
This
correctly.
is part 2 sequel, I think.
Yeah,
Not
it's
prequel.
like, or sequel. There we go. So that's even worse. It's just like, all right, you obviously have nothing else to do with your time as far as you know, developing a plot around these characters. So yeah, you're gonna throw some extra bullshit in there. Like, come on now. Like, was it Black Ops 3 that had the Nova gas?
Some shit like that.
I think it was that one. Where
But
it
I
had the
think
Nova gas.
I think we're well past just bullshit.
But like you remember they had that had that whole crawling part where you're just like crawling through like crawling across the ground like in this fake ass fictional like realm or whatever. I'm like, nah, dog, what are we doing? What no, literally, what are we doing?
Black Ops has always gone down the road of like conspiratorial stories. That was kind of like the draw to Black Ops. Because I actually liked the original couple of Black Ops campaigns.
Right. I'd
just
say
like
up
just
through
like I
3
liked
was even fine.
just like I liked Modern Warfare. I loved the Modern Warfare's campaigns.
Right.
But then at some point it just, oh my god, man, it has completely fucking fallen off.
It just left the fucking room, man.
To the point where I feel like these campaigns are specifically meant to try to make people not want to play them and just go straight to multiplayer.
To multiplayer, yeah.
Yeah, be like, you
Hey,
don't really
that's a
want to
good
play this
point.
shit.
That could be
Might
part
be.
of it.
It might be. So yeah, there's other clips that are going around. I got to bring it up, but one of them looks like it's out of Resident Evil, bro. Like the guy is spawning out of a fucking flower or something. Like, did you guys see that one?
No,
Bro.
I haven't seen that one. I saw the one you just showed, but a
It is-
flower?
It's some shit like that. Let me see if I can find it. It's in.
Hell?
It is insane. In the meantime, look at this. Fucking Atreus. Look at this guy, man. Holy shit. Look at this.
So let's check in on the new Call of Duty game, huh?
Oh my god. Oh, okay. I thought he was actually playing it.
Did she just fucking turn into Captain America? Did she just turn into Captain America? What am I playing?
Captain America.
Nigga, was that Buckisha Barnes?
Buckisha Barnes.
Oh my god, that's great.
Buckisha Barnes.
Yo,
That's
he
actually-
lost
that's
me at Buckisha Barnes.
Keisha Barnes
That's
is
so good.
gold. Holy shit.
That is top tier fucking.
That should not have
comedy
hit
right
as
there.
hard as it did, but holy, yeah, that was it.
No.
That was
Oh.
hilarious.
But it
Oh my
really
God.
did.
The game
Uh,
can show up on next week's episode.
Oh, here we go. I found the clip. Look at this shit, man. This is god. What is this, bro? This shit looks straight up like Resident Evil. Like look
Yeah,
at
we're
this.
looking at Devil May Cry Resident Evil.
Happening.
What?
Dude, this is straight up Resident Evil.
Did he just pull a fucking Salazar?
Yeah, bro. Welcome to Call of Duty campaign, dude.
Or not Salazar. It's oh, bro. What's bro's
Salazar.
name
Like,
from
what the
No,
heck
you're
are
right.
we
Resident
talking
Evil 4, Salazar, the little midget dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when he becomes the fucking the shit. Because Salazar did it, and then you also had what's the dude's name from
Sadler
Resident Evil
did-
5?
Oh yeah. The little fucking the drug dealer
Yeah,
guy.
I'm a businessman with standards. That guy.
Standards. Yeah, that dude. Irving. That's his name. Irving.
Irving. That's right. It shit happened with Irving too.
Bro, what are we doing? Like what
Playing
what is
Resident
this?
Evil. What do you mean? What are we doing? We're playing
I'm
person
looking
Resident
at-
Evil.
And
I'm
then you
looking
have
at literally
people.
Resident Evil Devil May Cry. Like this is not Call of Duty. at all.
Yes, Devil May Cry. You are 100% right. This is there's so much cope around this. And what I mean by that is like you have people who are they're
Resident
obviously
Duty.
Call of Duty fanboys, and they're like, well, who buys Call of Duty for the campaign anyway? I'm like,
I do.
Bro, there's a lot of people that
It's
would
a part of
buy-
the game. Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you spend the money on the campaign?
Like
as well?
that's what I did with every Call of Duty game. The first thing I did was I played the campaign just to
Yeah.
get an understanding of the story and the mechanics.
Right.
The stories are always interesting to me. Now they're
Yeah,
not.
like single player
When Call of Duty
experiences.
first started, it was World War II shooters. So you're reading,
Right.
you're telling the stories of these, of what was going on like D-Day and shit. And then you got in like Modern Warfare and which was its own original stories, but it was still based in reality. Like it was still supposed to be like a realistic what if sort of war.
Yeah, I remember, in my opinion, they're some of the better stories from way back. You know, the initial Call of Duties, the Modern Warfares, the Black Ops, but the initial ones, like they were really well done, first-person shooter stories. But I don't know what the fuck this is, bro. I really don't know. Like I don't know what this spiraled into. And again, I know
Actually,
people.
it just occurred to me. Do you remember
What?
the reveal trailer or the launch trailer, or whatever? Because we were watching it wasn't the Game Awards.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
None of this shit
Yes.
was in that.
No. And the crazy thing is that trailer did not say anything about Call of Duty until the very end. Like it literally looked like a different IP. Everybody thought it was a completely different IP. Up until the very, very end, where you heard the music and it was like, dong, Black Ops 7 or whatever. Like, bro, I remember getting so fucking emotionally flaccid the moment that Black Ops 7 logo dropped, because it was the first trailer of that showcase. It was like 10 minutes long, bro. Everybody was thinking this was something new, and then the moment that Black Ops logo showed up, I was like, "What? You seriously gave the first trailer of your show?" Oh, it was the Summer Game Fest, I think it was. Now that I remember,
Yeah, Summer Games Fest. You're correct.
You gave the first trailer of Summer Game Fest to a seasonal release, to an annual release. Are you fucking serious? As if Call of Duty is anything special? It's a yearly release. What the fuck are you doing for the first trailer? And then you spent 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes talking to the developers. As if this was something.
Right. And and remember the developers like, we're so passionate to be working on Call of Duty. We love this franchise. It means the world. Like talking about like it's fucking high art.
Dude, you know what? Can I find that trailer really quick? I'm so curious. Because I don't think people understand.
See how it's aged now. Let's see how it's aged. That's
7.
I remember that
was,
being a good like 30-minute block of just like, why am I looking at Black Ops 7?
It really was
so weird.
Let me see. Black Ops 7 Summer Game Fest trailer. Maybe that'll be it.
What's interesting about this game too? I was having this conversation with James, the other half of MeleeGames, about this a little bit, and
it wasn't Summer
Activision's-
Games Fest. It was Gamescom. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Meley.
Oh, is it Gamescom? Really?
Yeah, Gamescom. Yep, that was it. I have it when you're ready, but go ahead.
We were like saying how, Activision, they kind of just absorbed a bunch of different little studios and stuff like that. So James mentioned to me he saw some Raven in that. And I was like, you know what? I do see it. It would have been nice if they just gave Raven Software a different game and they brought out those kinds of elements. Like that would have been cool. But it belonging in Call of Duty is just asinine. It's crazy. It shouldn't be
It's
there.
funny because the way Call of Duty is going now, you might actually see Raven in it. Not the studio, but like the DC character with all these crossovers. So,
but yeah, true. So I don't know. It would be cool if Raven maybe got their spotlight and it was like, okay, Raven, go make your own game now, and that's why we're seeing this element in there. But I don't like them ruining Call of Duty.
It's fucking crazy. I have the trailer here. It may not have been Gamescom actually. Gamescom was a totally different trailer, but it said official world reveal, so I don't get it.
Either way, you remember watching this and like it had none of this shit.
Yeah, this is the real one. This was the one.
Welcome to the guild.
Yeah, this is the one I remember watching.
Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems.
Again, I thought this was something totally different. Like I didn't.
At no point thus far have we gotten anything akin to Call of Duty.
Nope.
No, I remember seeing this and thinking, are they doing like an Atomic Heart style game, but like a different new IP altogether? And then was just like, what? How is this Call of Duty?
Well,
Accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm MeleeGames, CEO of the Guild.
This is when we should have known. This like fucking otherworldly shit.
This is the Evil Within. If it
They
wasn't
literally
scary.
took this from fucking what is that movie?
Evil Within.
Inception. Inception.
Oh, Inception is worse as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Evil Within too. Yes, Evil Within does have that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Once the music started hitting, I remember reacting to this and I was like, is this fucking Call of Duty, bro? I was like, if this is a Call of Duty, I'm gonna flip my goddamn table.
You realized it before me. I didn't notice it until the logo. It's like, oh,
Even
that's
here,
Call of Duty.
I'm thinking even here, I'm thinking like, is this like a fucking Silent Hill? Like what do we got here? This is something. There's got to be something different. I remember the chat was flying at the time. They were like, "This looks like Call of Duty." I'm like, "No, this is not Call of Duty." Like,
There's nothing in this screams Call of Duty.
It looks like Call of Duty if Call of Duty is anything else.
Yeah, if you look at it with both eyes closed, like
it looks just
the
like
right lighting.
Once I saw the TVs, that's when I was like, "This is fucking Black Ops,
yeah.
bro." This
As
is
soon as I
Black
saw the
Ops.
TVs, I was like, "Ain't no fucking way to just bring
Yeah, I was like, "You
Woods,
really
man,
about to
like, come on
fucking?"
now.
I lost
Y'all
my
are
shit.
smarter than me. I still didn't see Call of Duty from this.
The TVs are infamous in Black Ops.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You were forever in that fucking reprogramming room.
It's a powerful thing.
Mendez, that shit bothers the shit out of me.
Right here, bro. Like it went from all that to this. How oh my god!
This is the first shot that I'd be like Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, this is when it became obvious. Like I lost my shit the moment I saw this. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
So Trent Reznor not doing so hot between this and fucking Tron. Like,
Dude, I was into the trailer. I really was. I was into the trailer. I was like, this looks
Until
different.
Call of Duty.
This looks cool. And then it just hit me with the fucking Call of Duty logo. And I was like, you're so fucking gay, bro. Like, I can't even register the level of gay that you are on any meter known to man. Like, you are well beyond that. And it's crazy because they know, it was the first trailer for the show. And it's a pretty long trailer. And then they spoke to the devs for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever after that. It's like, bro, what are we doing? For For an annual release. Are you serious right now? Really? Call of Duty? It's that special? Really? I don't know,
really
bro.
isn't. That's the worst part. Like,
and then now, looking back at this, you know, what did we get?
It's one of the things that, like, I initially thought it was going to be a pretty cool idea for like Activision to juggle through all like developers. You have like Treyarch doing their thing. Then you have the other two that I can't remember off the top of my head. Like they were just kind of like cycling through like each release for like, you know, annual releases.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, something could be done pretty solidly with Call of Duty here. But like once it got to like Ghosts, I was just like, maybe not. Then Advanced Warfare dropped, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Nope. Like it just got worse and progressively worse, like almost super quickly after that. And it's just, it sucks when you see a franchise that you really enjoyed just go down a shit like that. Like,
yeah,
it just sucks.
So you can clearly see like the history of Call of Duty, right? I kind of like the fact that you can see the history because they merged it all together.
Yeah.
So the maximum Call of Duty was at its popularity, at least on Steam anyway, before it became a Game Pass
Modern
war.
Warfare 3 or 2?
Was Warzone 2.0. When they released Warzone 2.0, 491,000 concurrent players when they did that. Still lower than Battlefield 6, by the way, ironically. And then ever since then, it's just been kind of like, you know, annual releases. And this is the lowest annual release that they have had so far. This one was
too harsh on our creators.
Maybe. Modern Warfare actually was barely better. But Modern Warfare released on November 2023. Modern Warfare 3 to 190,000. Oh, so that's a lot better. No, it's 100,000 more players. 190,000. And now you have the release of Black Ops 7 at a 24-hour peak on the weekend, by the way, of 94,000.
And I really don't.
Console.
I really don't like doing the whole. I really don't like the comparing of two obvious like titans that are brawling it out with each other. But Battlefield, it's no fucking contest, bro. Battlefield not only ate their lunch, they fucked a girl in front of them, and they told their mama that they're next. Like, it's
oh my god,
it's a slaughter right now. Like, go ahead, just hang it up, bro.
I totally understand not wanting to compare, but you know the simple truth is that they compare themselves to each other. They do because their marketing competes with each other. Black Ops, bro. Okay, Black Ops literally did everything they could to try to stop Battlefield 6. Right? They released their they released Black Ops 6 for free on the release weekend of Battlefield 6. They released it for free to try to convince people to play that game instead of Battlefield 6. When Battlefield 6 was in beta, Black Ops 7 also extended their beta to go into the beta of Battlefield 6 to stop people from playing. They literally did everything they possibly could. And the best they have so far is 94,000. Maybe to hit 100,000 by tomorrow, maybe. But I think this is where it's at now. I already know.
Man. Today's Saturday. Doesn't normally like Saturday night is the peak? I get you can.
It is the peak. Yeah, it is the peak.
Yeah.
But there are some games that have done more on Sunday. It depends. You never know. But this you're gonna have the people out there that I already hear them. They're gonna be like, well, it's on Game Pass. Okay, and so you're happy with them losing millions of sales? Because if you're not aware, we did the math before on Black Ops 6. So Black Ops 6 releasing on Game Pass cost Xbox around 4.5 million copies for Black Ops 6. That's how much money they lost. They lost over $500 million by switching to Game Pass. However, to be fair, we don't know how much money they gained in microtransactions by allowing the game to be essentially free for everybody to join through Game Pass. So maybe they made it up, maybe they didn't. Probably did, for all we know. I have no idea. But still, at the end of the day, they gave up 4.5 million copies by switching to the Game Pass, which at this point, Black Ops 6, let's see, Black Ops 6 released, oh my God, look at this. Black Ops 6, that was also on Game Pass, released to 306,460 players on Steam concurrent. And Black Ops 7 is at 1/3 of that.
Jesus.
Also on Game Pass.
Under 1/3. That's
how crazy is that?
That's a level of apathy that hasn't been seen since fucking Marvel films, like, or Marvel productions in general. Like, it's that level of bad. Like, people,
That's
like,
a great comparison.
Call of Duty was up here everybody, anybody who knows video games knows exactly what Call of Duty is. There's like 3 constants: Mario, Sonic, and Call of Duty. I mean, Halo, obviously, but like those 3.
Honestly, as much as I'm a Sonic fan, I would throw Pokemon up there instead.
Yeah,
Mario,
I would take
Pokemon, and
Sonic
Call
over
of
that.
Duty.
Anyway,
GTA.
The point still stands. Go ahead.
You're right. Like, stop. Kiana. Anyway,
Right,
like,
you're right. My bad. We're focusing on the wrong thing here.
The point I'm making here is that, like, you know, Call of Duty is it's a household name for gamers, and to see them in this state is just like, bro, y'all used to have the spotlight, and now y'all controlling the ropes for the lights and like, you know, the props and background props and shit like that. What are y'all doing? Where did y'all go wrong?
They went wrong.
I say that in all jest. I know exactly where they went wrong. I'm just waiting for them to tell me. See if they're lying.
No, they're not going to tell you. It's crazy. I didn't even realize 6 was this high. I didn't realize that, because I was going to do a video on this, but then holy shit, 306,000 concurrent. That's a nice number. It's not as big as Battlefield 6, but that's okay. People need to understand too, like, both of these games can exist. They are 2 totally different kind of games, right? So your Call of Duty is your fast-paced Twitch style shooter.
It's more arcade
Battlefield
style.
6 is more arcade style. Battlefield 6 is more strategic, bigger maps, bigger battles, you know, more team-oriented gameplay.
Right.
So both of them can exist, but holy fuck, man, you're 1/3 of your previous one, and both were on Game Pass. So that means that 2/3 of your player base said, you know what, we ain't buying it this time. We're good. We'll just play it on Game Pass, most likely. I think that's insane. I really do. Or most PC players who play on Steam probably told themselves, you know what, I'm going to skip 7 and just play Battlefield 6. Which, by the way, I mean, there's also other multiplayer games out right now, too, that are different genres, but they still take, you know, there's only so much of a fucking pie to go around, right?
Well,
Arc Raiders
compare these
is
numbers
taking...
to Tarkov, dude. Compare these numbers to Tarkov.
Is Tarkov on Steam? No.
No,
yet.
it's not? Okay.
It's coming out on Steam. But I
I
imagine
thought we
that
got
games
numbers for it. Did it do an early access
No.
thing? Is that what it was?
I don't think so. I don't think it's out on Steam yet for numbers. Let me see. Oh, first one. There you go. Oh, 30,000 2 minutes ago.
Okay. All right.
It
fair
literally,
enough.
I think it, it just came out.
Live. Yeah.
Just went live. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I
That's
thought
insane.
I thought it went live over the week, because we're in the middle of the weekend right now. I assume it went live Thursday or Friday. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, just went live. So, but this game's been out forever, bro. Like, most people who are playing this game are probably not going to play it on Steam at this point, because it's literally been out forever.
Okay, fair enough.
But I don't know if there's a cross reference though. Like, I don't know if you play outside of Steam, can you transfer your stuff to Steam? I don't know how that works with Tarkov. Maybe not. I have no idea. But I don't think you can. But maybe somebody can correct me in the chat.
Well, the fact that it got 30,000 people within 2 minutes, you know, that's still something.
It's impressive, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's imagine if it gets more than Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I could see it happening.
It might. So, and again, at this point on the release, just out of curiosity, yeah, but even though, you know, it still has 227,000 people playing right now, right? And I think this number right here is because of this game.
Yeah,
personally.
completely agree with you.
Yeah, 350,000 playing right now. 24-hour peak, 449,000. Still almost near its all-time peak, which is fucking crazy. It's insane. This game is wild, you know. So at this point, I'm not going to say Call of Duty's cooked, because it definitely has enough players to monetize.
Right.
But if you are at 1/3 of paid customers for your new release compared to your previous one, that is not good, because that means that Black Ops 8, like, what's that going to do? You know, it's like
even more to the point. If you, it's not even so much a mimicking. If your drop off over a couple of releases is that drastic, something went terribly wrong. You need to go ahead and admit to yourself that, like, you know, the problem that you have is the problem that's just consistent with your productions. And you need to just course correct. Like, you got to do what you got to do if you want to keep the releases happening.
Yeah, and I don't think it's the gameplay, because like the gameplay has been the same forever. Like, speaking from a multiplayer standpoint, sure, you got a little bit of changes here and there, but I think what it is, a lot of people just feel as if Call of Duty is just a little bit on the unserious side. I think that the chaos that was happening in Black Ops 6 with the fucking weird skins and shit like that, and the amount of stuff, you know, people were complaining about that. People just was like, bro, I just want to play a military shooter. Why the fuck am I shooting Beavis and Butthead? Like, what's going on here? You know, and then Battlefield 6 comes out, it markets correctly. It says we're not going to do crazy skins. We're going to be, you know, a serious military shooter. You can have fun with your friends and all that stuff, and the numbers prove it.
Oh yeah,
you
the
know,
game is fun as hell.
people flock to that game. You know, so I don't know, man. This is quite a telling situation. I thought that Black Ops 7 was going to hit maybe like 150,000 concurrent. I remember saying that number on a previous live stream. It's like 150, give or take, maybe even 200. But holy fuck,
said
dude.
that high point that they had with Black Ops 6, that was around the Warzone time. So I would imagine
what was
with was it
the
Warzone
2 release, right? Yeah.
The high was So this was all the way back in 2022. Warzone 2.0 released at 491,000 concurrent players, and then Black Ops 6 released at 2024 October at 306,000.
I'm convinced that that jump was a lot of BR players. Like that, once a lot of BR players they got into the game, they're just like, okay, this is pretty fun. But I'll go ahead and stick with PUBG. I'll stick with Fortnite. They had their mainstays, and Call of Duty just couldn't hold them because the play style. I would have wagered that the play style was just like it was too drastically different for what they enjoyed. So you see that like it's a relatively sharp drop off point there.
Well, I do find one thing interesting because again, it's an annual thing, right? So Warzone 2.0 2022, right? Modern Warfare 3 released 2023.
Right.
Less than Black Ops 6 that was on Game Pass, by the way, in 2024, and now Black Ops 7 on Game Pass did less than Black Ops 6 and Modern Warfare 3 off Game Pass, right? So it's like this was on Game Pass, this was off Game Pass. This is better than this, but then this did worse than this. There's a massive disconnect between these two games.
Yeah,
and I don't know if it's just a campaign, to be honest with you. I think it was the handling of Black Ops 6 throughout the year of its release, how they handled the skins, how they handled just the overall content of the game. And yeah, I'm sure the campaign has a little bit to do with it, sure. Once people saw what it offered, but no, I just think if people say, you know what, I'm if you're gonna be making me pay all this money for skins and shit, I'm just gonna play on Game Pass. Or if they're PC players, which is on Steam, they said, you know what, now I'm good. I'm just gonna go to Battlefield. But it takes itself a little bit more seriously. You know, something happened here to lose
Probably,
2/3 of your customers. I don't know what it was, but something happened here. So
It could be
I don't know.
degrading trust, right? Like, for example, GTA 6, it's still going to do extremely well. But when we get
Sure.
to GTA 10, will it still be doing good if they continue down the path they're going? I think we're going to see
Oh,
a
it's
gradual
adorable.
drop-off,
You
right?
think you'll live to see GTA 10?
I don't know. I'll probably be long dead. Like, but I'm just saying.
We all will. What you mean?
The charts will still be
I
alive.
mean, you'll be dead before any of the rest of us. You're in Canada. They're pretty much trying
That's
to pay
true.
you guys to
True.
kill
Oh my
yourself.
God.
Like,
They'll ask me
True.
tomorrow probably if I want to go. So, I mean, I
Do you
probably
want
want
any
to see GTA 6.
assistance? Yeah. That's
But,
what they call it, right? Assisted, whatever.
Yeah,
suicide.
it's made assisted. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's crazy over here. But I think it has degraded trust over time. So with Call of Duty, it's been a long time coming. And now we're finally starting to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about that a lot, not necessarily with Call of Duty, but like degradation of franchise. I think we are probably seeing that happen in real time with Call of Duty. It is still, like I said, it still has enough numbers to definitely monetize. There's no doubt about that. Especially since they're so aggressive with it. Like they have the season passes, they got all the fucking combos, all kinds of nonsense. So they definitely have enough to monetize, but you know, if they're not bringing in the extra monetization through Game Pass to make up for the lack of copies, because I'll put it to you like this: if Black Ops 6 lost $500 million by releasing on Game Pass, because that's what they said. They said it lost about $500 million releasing on Game Pass, and that's Black Ops 6 that did 306,000 concurrent on Steam. How much money is this game losing? At 94,000 concurrent on Steam, 2/3 of the player base. Once you scale that, it's, you know, it doesn't matter. If you got 10 million sales versus now 3 million sales, I mean, again, how much are you losing at that point? Is the free-to-play monetization going to make up that big of a loss? It might have barely made it up here, but how the fuck is it going to make it up here is the question, you know? I don't know.
I mean, I know you said that you're not gonna say Call of Duty is cooked, but I kind of think Call of Duty is cooked. Like, if they're not cooked yet,
is a very strong word.
Just got put in the oven, and like now we just need to wait for the 15-minute timer or whatever.
Cooked is like Concord, you know what I mean, or Skull and
Yeah,
Bones,
it's like
you know,
No.
I think this is
Concord
gonna
was
survive
fucking.
still.
That was like sacrificing a virgin in the volcano.
No, because that would imply that something crazy would have been prevented. Actually, you know what? You're
Crazy
correct.
was prevented. Us
I was
having
about
to
to say
deal with
you're correct.
Concord players.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Okay, maybe it's not cooked. However, we are in what's the maximum alert? DEFCON.
DEFCON
1.
1.
5, right?
There's 1.
No, DEFCON 1, right? Yeah. So
right. It goes downwards. Yeah.
We are in DEFCON 1 for Call of Duty at this point. Like every alarm needs to be fucking sounded off at this point. If I was, Xbox or whatever, and again, maybe they're happy because it's maintaining. Because I'll put it to you like this, right? I think Black Ops 6 was indeed one of the few games that you could say was a Game Pass seller, in the sense that people who weren't subscribed to Game Pass decided to subscribe to Game Pass because now they had access to a game like Call of Duty plus everything else, right? So I could see that pushing it, but I don't see Black Ops 7 being a Game Pass seller. I see it being a Game Pass maintainer, where whoever decided to subscribe because of Call of Duty the first time is now maintaining their subscription, or maybe they resubbed or whatever. But the point is, you're not growing; you're just maintaining at this point. So if you're just maintaining your Game Pass numbers, you need to make up the numbers somewhere else. And I don't think they're making it up through microtransactions. Not like this.
No,
I
don't think they're right. I don't think because of your player base, if you've got that many like literal thousands, tens of thousands less players, and then how many of those tens of thousands less players are like, obviously sure they'll all buy microtransaction based.
Well, you got to scale this number though, Leon. You got to scale the number. So 300,000 concurrent is about 1.5 million players.
Right.
Because you got to remember, not everybody plays the same
right,
time.
Right. You'll play
and this like 94,000. It's probably going to be around 600,000, 700,000 players who have bought the game.
I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah. Okay. I give it.
You can't see the owner estimations because unfortunately they're combining all the games. But I'm telling you right now, if you look at any game that has 94,000 concurrent players, it's probably going to be about 700,000 copies sold, give or take. Obviously a little bit more, a little bit less.
Drop off is still insane though. Like it is. It is hurts. It still hurts.
I can't believe this. I really can't. Like I was trying to give the game benefit. I thought 150 was going to be the number. I really did. This is bad. Call of Duty on a brand new release being sub 100,000 on Steam. That's fucking unheard of, bro. Even Modern Warfare 3 was at almost 200,000. Sub 100,000 on Steam is wild. And you could use Game Pass all you want as an excuse. Not you, but like in general, like they could do that all they want. It's not working. It's just not. It's not working.
Maybe stop with the annual releases in general. That's a fucking crime, dude. Annual releases are the devil anyway. I'm not trying to cap Call of Duty, be like, well, they stopped doing that, they'd be successful. But that's got to be part of their problem, right? There has to be diminishing returns to. I mean, unless you're like a sports game, I can understand it. I don't get it, but I understand it.
Well, look at Assassin's Creed when they started doing that.
Yeah, but then the quality diminished, and now look at where we're at with Assassin's Creed now.
I think they're going to go extinct if they stop doing the annual release because they have a hook of people that just buy the latest Call of Duty. So once they start creating gaps in that, I think it's going to cause them more of a problem. They just need to improve the overall gameplay loop.
I think they rely on one particular kind of marketing that forces them to do annual releases, and that's FOMO marketing. That's what I think they do. I think they are absolutely all about it. And to be fair, there is definitely something to that, right? Like the amount of normies out there to be like, oh, you gonna get that Call of Duty? Oh, you getting on that Black Ops coming out right now? Like, it's one of those things where, yeah, exactly. It's one of those things that FOMO marketing is huge with Call of Duty. So if they went from every year to now every 5 years, they probably think that people are gonna forget about it by the time, I don't know.
That's a valid concern. I think they will, because people treat this like the sports of shooters. So they need to be relevant every single year.
They need to constantly be in people's minds. That's what they're thinking. And they used to do that by spreading it out between Modern Warfare and Black Ops. You should do 1 year Modern Warfare, 1 year Black Ops. So there was at least 2 years between each game. But now, I mean, again, Black Ops 6 came out 2024, and now here we are 1 year later, Black Ops 7. No Modern Warfare in between. So
Which this implies, by the way, there's like 1 year development time is insane. This implies they're already working on Black Ops 8, and they have been.
that'll be
That
insane.
way-
I think they're working on the next Modern Warfare for sure. Like, there's no way if they, bro, 6, 7, and 8 in 3 years. Get the fuck out of here, man. What are you doing? It's gonna be ridiculous. But in any case, final thoughts on Call of Duty. We're gonna wind it down. Go over super chats right now. Any last thoughts? Is Call of Duty
I've
cooked?
been wanting to see this. I've been wanting to see this franchise die for years, and I think we might slowly be getting there. And I'm so happy for it. Like I used to love Call of Duty. I have so many great memories playing with my little brother growing up. Dude, Modern Warfare 2 on the 360 was just some of the greatest gaming memories I had with my little brother. But at this point, it's not 2009 anymore. I'm ready for this franchise to fucking die.
Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite one. I would
Mine
run
too.
around, bro. The amount of times I got called hacker. I would run around with the dual 1887s. Remember that? The single shot shotguns, and then you got to reload in between each shot. But if you know how to do it properly, you almost never have to reload. It was so fucking broken. It was unbelievable. Melee K, any last thoughts? Are we cooked? Are we not?
I think it's gonna maybe go the way of the dodo eventually. It'll take time, but I think it's heading there. Personally, I'm a Medal of Honor fan over all of it, so I'm not like super depressed over Call of Duty going out, but it's still I have respect for the series and what it's done. I think the last one I enjoyed was like World War II. Like there is merit to these games, and they can still turn it around in my opinion, but they're not going to pivot quickly enough to actually make it happen.
Okay, that's fair. Sheep.
The last I was interested in Call of Duty was with Advanced Warfare, and that let me down. But prior to that, well, probably even still to this day is Black Ops 2 is my jam. Like Black Ops 2, those are like two of my favorite Call of Duty games. And this is saying something because I played the ever-loving shit out of Call of Duty 2. Like I knew that game back to fucking front, how much I played that game. But Black Ops 1 and 2 were my jams. I said it throughout this whole segment. It sucks to see what happened with Call of Duty, or where Call of Duty is in its current state. Like it can be so much better if it just stopped trying to expand past Call of Duty. If that makes sense. Like it's trying to be too much Fortnite. It's trying to be too much of its own zombies mode. It's losing its identity. It needs to remain Call of Duty. That because that's what people show up to Call of Duty for. So the moment they realize that is the moment I think they can go ahead and course correct and get back to their audience that grew up with them over the last like decade and a half, almost 2 decades now, and just back to fun.
Why can't we just get SOCOM back?
That too. Why can't we get SOCOM? Because SOCOM gave us that one game where you're just basically doing drop missions. And after that, they said, all right, we're done. That's why.
SOCOM was so fucking amazing.
It
man.
was
I'll
so
never
great,
forget it.
bro.
SOCOM
was
2,
phenomenal.
U.S. Navy SEALs.
Yes.
I think bro. Man.
Matter of fact,
Anyway.
let me check the Steam store, see if we got SOCOM here.
No, we don't got SOCOM. I think
SOCOM's as
the one
extinct as Medal of Honor,
SOCOM,
man.
Stop killing my fucking hopes, man.
the one SOCOM that I think I saw was, it's not even on here. Yeah, I think they had the one that was the remake that nobody liked until there was nothing left, and they were like, "Bring it back, please," But
Yeah,
other
man,
than
I type in SOCOM and I get solo leaching, bro. This is a fucking hentai game.
not even
Rip.
not
God
even
damn.
close. Steam was like, "Get out of
Holy
here, old
shit.
man." That's crazy. All right, let's go over super chats really quick. See what people have had to say. We got Debo with 10 says, Cannibal invites a friend over for dinner. As they're nibbling on the appetizer, the guest says, "Wow, your wife makes a lovely stew." "I know," answers the host. "I will sure miss her."
Dark. I get it.
That's dark. That's dark. For sure. BS Warren with a 5. Cass, you better not be uttering those ramshackle rhymes and scaring off the girls. Hypno check X tag for reference. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
You guys be tagging me on X. You realize that my notifications are blowing up right now because of that fucking video that I posted. Chances of me see you're better off. I don't see it. Oh, what the fuck is this? Bro, did you make me Mr. Popo? What is this, bro?
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he became Mr.
Oh,
Popo.
legit,
Popo.
yeah. Mr. Popo, let's go.
What does sheep do? Why sheep look? He got like a Down syndrome. Bro. What the fuck is that?
I mean, it's more autism than Downs, but
That's fair.
I'll take it.
Yo, you
I don't like how
you know who
skinny they
you
made
look
Ryan.
like? You look like Halle Bailey. That's what it is. Remember Halle Bailey?
Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh
The
yeah,
Little
that's right.
Mermaid
Because
and
my eyes are in different time zones.
far
True.
apart.
Yeah. That's insane, bro. Holy shit.
That's funny as hell.
We got nobody with a 2 says Smash JT bagged. Respect. I agree.
Shit.
Breezy Comics and Collectibles for 5 months. I've never gotten a PC because I don't want to mess with updates and repairs. I will buy a Steam machine though. And that's exactly my point. There are certain people out there that might be in the Steam ecosystem or maybe want to get into it, but didn't want to necessarily invest in like a gaming PC of any kind. And that's
Right.
They don't have to be marketed to because they already know what it is. They already made the decision not to get a PC for whatever reason. But now this will basically give them an excuse to potentially do this instead. Blue with a 2. Last zip around the country, flying octopusy. We makes sense. Speedy Cake with a 20. I am of the opinion that someone at Valve saw the whole Valve is a monopoly article and then showed it to Gabe, who said, "Hold my beer." Probably. You know, Gabe laughs at that shit probably on his yacht.
Oh,
He's
I'm
like, "Oh,
sure.
look, he's like, "Oh, look, they're calling us a monopoly again." And he probably has that rich white man laugh. You know, I can't even replicate it. It's impossible. Something like that. You know?
Oh, the
Shut
fucking
up.
the Jeff Bezos laugh.
No, that's the evil rich white guy laugh.
That's how Bezos laughs, man.
That shit's evil, bro. I'm telling you. I feel like he's gonna turn into a lizard when he's done.
Yeah.
Ron DFK with a 2. I'm making a Steam account for the Gabe Way drug. I like that.
Nice.
That's Dena Ryer with a 989. Steam machines didn't work in the past because they were expensive $1,000 plus PCs. Proton didn't exist, and you could play maybe 100 games of your Steam library on a slightly modified Linux system. Yeah, I think they have perfected their software. I think that is the big difference. Steam has expanded and perfected their software to the point where it is one of the easiest operating systems to use overall. And now you have access to your whole Steam library, and they made it easy. They made it convenient. The easier you can make things for customers, the more convenient, the more you're going to sell. It just is what it is. This is why you can sell, you know, a bottle of water for $10 on an airplane, but you can't do that in a fucking bodega or something, you know? Like,
Right. $14 beers at a fucking concert.
It's all about convenience. That's what it is. Wizard Man 4 months. Hail SNH. Microsoft announced that their next console will be marketed as a bridge between PC and console. And then Valve announced this a week later. Telling you, man, they definitely whether it was intentional or not, you can argue that, but at the end of the day, like, this is exactly what Xbox wanted to do. They just did it first. Steam did it first. So Dena Ryer with a 499. Steam Deck sold out day one because Valve didn't anticipate there'll be so many people interested in a low spec handheld. The waiting list was 60 plus days. Yeah, I mean, I pre-ordered mine, and I remember getting the email saying, "Hey, it's time to buy your Steam Deck," and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." So I never had to wait, but I know people did. Sergeant Sapien, 7 months. If Valve wants to expand their market, they'll go to retail. If they're more focused on dedicated install base, they'll continue as they are. Bro, they have the market. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, they have the biggest market out there in terms of a user base, in terms of an install base, bigger than PlayStation, bigger than Xbox. So when people say expand, I mean, you need to weigh the pros and cons, right? People are finding Steam without any marketing whatsoever, without spending a single dime, without anything whatsoever, with the exception of maybe influencer promotions.
One of the things that a lot of people fail to understand with businesses is that not every single business has to expand. Every single business has its own level of success. Like, for example, with the Rippaverse, Eric's goal is not to become the biggest comic book franchise ever in the history of ever. He just wants success in all of his releases, and that's what he's been finding for the last 3 years, 3 years. Like, that, he's fine where he is. If he happens to grow, if he happens to, the business expands in the meantime, cool. But ultimately, he just wants to see success in it for the people who write his books, the people who draw his books, like everybody involved in the process. That's all it is, and that's how that should be with every business.
I
the
think
moment
people
you start
No, go ahead. You're good. You're good.
I was about to say, the moment you start to focus on becoming, expanding and getting at global audience and a bigger market and stuff like that, I think you start to dabble in waters that you may or may not be able to swim out of.
I agree. I think that people are applying public company rules to a company that's not public. Like Steam is a private company. It is a well-oiled machine for the most part. Yes, it has its problems. Yes, we talk about their issues that they do, especially with certain video games and indie game censorship, all that stuff. But that is a well-run private company that has been private for a very long time, longer than some companies have been public. And they don't answer. They don't answer to any investor. They don't have to worry about stock shares, holders, whatever. They don't got to worry about any of that. All they got to worry about is paying their people well and running the machine. And that's exactly what it is. And I mean, again, this fucking guy literally just bought a $500 million fucking yacht. I think that Steam is doing just fine. They don't have to consistently keep trying to prove profits, expanding, because they don't have shareholders to answer to. They only have themselves.
Exactly.
So whatever their internal metrics are, I'm sure they exceed them all the time. So they don't necessarily have to expand because they already have the market that they want, and their market is growing without them doing anything. Denner Ryer 499, and again, you have to remember that they are limited to how much TSMC and AMD can produce of SoCs they ordered. Also, DRAM prices are going up. Yeah. I mean, I do find it interesting how they're going to upkeep supply, or I should say how they're going to meet.
In that ad that they weren't going to have any issues with it?
They said they're working on their infrastructure to not have the supply problems they had with the Steam Deck. Now, obviously, whether or not that actually, is true or not remains to be seen. But this is where we're at. Anubis with a 2. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Sergeant Sapien with a 5. First, I think Valve is going in Nintendo route, relatively small but dedicated base.
This is a very retarded.
It's not relatively small at all. It is. I agree with the idea. Like they're focused on their. It's true. They are they're focused on their own base. They only advertise to their own people. Like kind of similar, but Nintendo doesn't necessarily just advertise to their own people. Nintendo is worldwide. They try to.
Nintendo has a relatively small but dedicated fan base. Hold on. Here's some numbers for you.
I think large but dedicated.
yeah, exactly. It's large but dedicated. The fucking Wii is the fourth best selling console of all time, behind the Switch at number 2, and then the PS2 at number 1 and PS4 at number 3. Also, PS5 sold not even 8 million copies in 4 months. Switch 2 has sold 10 million in 3 months. Like, to say that Nintendo has a small but dedicated fan base is insane. You don't get a $1.2 billion Mario movie with a small but dedicated fan base.
I understand what he was trying to say. I don't, I think ultimately what he's trying to say is they know who their customer base is. They have a very dedicated, extremely large customer base. They don't have to necessarily go out of their base because their base are going to stick with them through everything. This has been proven time and time again. Sure, you'll have one or two that might leave Nintendo. Like me, I left Nintendo ages ago, but I'm replaced by the amount of Nintendo adults that are having kids. They teach their kids about Nintendo and raise them on. They'll replace me instantly, So and I get that. With Valve, it's a little bit different because Valve never went mainstream, but somehow has a player base that is far larger than most mainstream. Like what? Out of curiosity, even though I know Nintendo doesn't really do the online thing very well compared to everybody else, how many active Nintendo users on their platforms? Out of curiosity, see if I can get a number. God damn, there are currently 400 million Nintendo accounts. And in terms of Switch Online, in terms of active Switch Online memberships, there are 34 million users. But keep in mind, how much of that is Japan? A lot of it, I'm sure. Like there's a massive number of Japan.
But I mean, to be fair, anytime I've tried to play, like, say, Smash Online or Pokemon Unite or whatnot, I never have any problem queuing into a lobby. Never. So I mean, now granted, Nintendo does its lobbies worldwide, which is why their servers suck. Because they don't do region by region like they fucking should. But yeah, I never have a problem finding
here's some clarification. So 400 million Nintendo accounts, but 128 million active Switch users, active Switch accounts. So 128 million active Switch accounts. That's their primary. That includes, I think, both Switch 1 and Switch 2, with 34 million Nintendo Switch Online members, according to this. So Steam has 140 some odd million active accounts on. So Steam is still bigger than the Switch player base.
Yeah,
which is disgusting when you think about that. But yeah, overall, like Nintendo accounts, 400 million. So that's insane. Like these numbers are even like when you start trying to comprehend them, it's fucking insane. We got Anubis with a 5. Steam Machine equals entry for non-PC users that don't want to fork over tons of money to have a reliable PC. Guy at work wants one, not a PC. He's PC dumb. Yeah, I do think that's going to be the target customer base. But that customer base is going to find the machine themselves. I don't think Steam is going to have to go out and find them personally. Sergeant Sapien with a 2. Steam Deck proved that they have the dedicated market. Yes and no. Yes and no. Like again, Steam Deck is selling 4 million. That's a good number. But again, Steam has 145 million users. So 4 million out of 145. That's not exactly much of your player base, you know.
Right.
Sergeant, thank you for the 2. Hypno's Dog with a 10 in all caps. This episode of Bigot Brand Coffee, sponsored by SNH. Do you want to be talked down to by a homosensual, an Italian dictator who don't know when to stop arguing? Wait, who's the homosensual? Is that Leon?
Oh shit, he's right. Fuck.
I don't know. Is it? Oh, damn.
I was laughing at the Smash shit.
You're laughing at yourself, bro.
Hypno's Dog with a 10. Well, come on down to Hypno's channel where he's not the star of his own show anymore. His co-host guests always barge and button. Use promo code #FindMeSomeone to love to find your lover now. Bro, what do you mean I'm the star of my own show? Okay, that's one day out of I stream every day, bro. What are you talking about? Come on, leave me alone.
It's the nature of panel shows. I mean, there's always going to be chaos to it. But I honestly think you're pretty organized. I've seen some panel shows that it's just like, whoa.
No, I like when the panel has things to say. I'd rather you guys talk on Saturday, to be honest. I've always said that. Because that's what the show is about. The show's about everybody's, thoughts on what we're talking about for the week. So if people want to hear my
focus in the games like me.
Yeah, well, if people want to hear my thoughts, they got Sunday through Friday for that shit,
True.
So, Old Man Cat for a 20. I wholeheartedly agree with Hypno's Dog. Also, what poultry species opens up this motherfucker, bro? Thank you, Old Man Cat. I appreciate that. The running joke.
That joke was foul.
Yeah, I saw what you know what? Fucking guy. Hypno's Dog with a 5. Find me somebody to love. You know what? Leon, sing this song.
Wait, find somebody to love. I don't know. I don't really know how the song goes. I'm not a Queen fan. I apologize.
That was gay. James Zob with a 10. It's a PC. It has swappable RAM and an M.2 SSD. They will be able to make different levels. 512 SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 gig drive, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte, 32 gigs of RAM, or 2 terabytes, 32 gigs of RAM. They can make many combos. That's fair. Oh, yeah, if it's upgradable, which I think it is, right? Should be fine.
It would be stupid of it not to be upgradable.
Yeah. Hypno's Dog with a 5. Use promo code #somebody to love. Get an extra box of Freddie Mercury Glorious Millionaire Shortbread Coffee when you check out at the Bigot Brand Coffee Store. I am never going to sell coffee. So these people who keep asking me to do so, that's never going to happen. Okay. It's never going to happen.
I'll sell something I wouldn't drink, and I don't drink coffee.
Well, that's always been my thing. Like, I don't fucking drink coffee. Like, why would I sell you coffee? It's a gaming channel. Why would I sell you coffee?
Right.
What's next? Tea? Jesus Christ. Dead Ryer with 9.99.
Bigot brand controllers, or Bigot brand chairs. There's your market.
That or accessories would be cool too. You can sell custom controllers. Denner Ryer, 9.89. Steam no longer charges flat 30%. Under 10 million is 30/70. Over 10 million is up to 50 million, 25%, and over 50 million is 20%. This has been introduced in 2018 after EGS entering market. They wanted to get AAA back on platform. Yeah, that's fine. But remember, Denner Ryer, probably 98% of the video games that get released on Steam is under that 10 million mark. Like very, very few video games even recoup their money back on Steam. I remember, I think it was Artur. Is it Artur over on Twitter? The guy who always gets attacked for not putting gay relationships in his game.
Oh,
he did get the right guy. Yeah.
He got put on the list, right? The list. He got put on the the Chud list. He was saying he showcased like the demographics because he has like all the numbers, the access numbers, and most indie games that were released on Steam over the last year or two didn't even recoup the money back to pay the $100 fee to Steam to release their game. You know,
they don't have the balls to pull a GTA and just release it at $100.
All right. So that's what I'm saying. Like when we say 30%, because most games they're getting charged 30%. Most of them are not going to get over that 10 million mark. Hibbles Dog with a 2-year toilet papers and Xbox Smash. Makes sense. Sergeant Sapien with a 5. Is a Steam Deck comfortable? Because it's literally the same thing minus the screen and slightly angled touchpad. You can also shut off the trackpads. I think the Steam Deck's comfortable, personally. I do.
While I've never actually like held one myself, played the Steam Deck myself, I have hung out with Mark the Cyborg for a week in Florida, and he was always bragging about it, and he was like showing it off and stuff like that, showing what it could do. And my supervisor also has one, and they make it look relatively easy to use. So
I like it. I think it's comfortable, but I'm not gonna lie though. At first, it was a little bit weird to get used to, just because it's such a big handheld. Like normally, when you think of handheld, obviously like smaller. The Steam Deck is not a joke. Like it's ridiculous.
Like that handheld.
Yeah, like a 3DS or something.
It's funny because like you go from Steam Deck and then go try to play a Switch undocked.
Good luck.
Yeah, you feel like your shit's about to snap in like 2 seconds.
Dude, I don't even play my Switch handheld. I fucking hate it. To me, Switch is unless I'm flying, it's docked. When I travel, when I go to hotels, I bring my dock and everything. I put the Switch on the fucking dock and play it on the big screen on the hotel, like in the hotel room.
That makes sense. Alucard with a 2. Where's Cassie's sexy twin cousin? I see what you did there to avoid YouTube censorship. Nandor with a 5. Have you seen the Metroid Prime 4 controversy? People have said over some nerdy characters saying the game is a no-buy now. I'm getting it still. Hail. Honestly, not really. Melee, have you seen? Because I'm not really into like the whole Nintendo thing. So
I'm
in the trailer there was pretty much this obnoxious side character that's just yapping at you while you're the lone hunter. It's pretty cringe. It's not gonna stop me necessarily from buying the game, but man, is it a nail to be like, oh, this could be bad.
So it's like an annoying sidekick.
Yeah, it's like they have like a Navi style character almost. Like imagine just a character yapping in your ear constantly, and he's quirky. And like I saw Medicare post like, you're missing the Bazinga guy. Like just put Big Bang Theory in it.
Fucking
like,
Sheldon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it's the same thing. He's so obnoxious, and he's literally yellow. By the way, like the paint on his armor is literally yellow. So people are like, you added a yellow paint character.
Anyone who saw my my Nintendo rant that I put up on my main channel, like y'all understand where the hell I sit with Metroid. I saw that shit and I was like, oh man, it's not looking too good, man. Yeah. And that was before this trailer.
Yeah.
There's nothing that could kill a game more like than a fucking annoying side character.
Oh, sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Benjathan, 11 months, Call of Skibbity, Toilet of Duty.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah,
makes sense.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh man, Cat, we need to bring back Medal of Honor. Loved all of those games.
Hell yeah, so good back in the day.
Benjamin with it too. Resident Evil, Skibbity, Devil May Toilet, Cry of Fear. So we're doing this. We're doing this, huh? Old Man Cat with a 10. Humble Bundle has the whole Devil May Cry collection for $25.
That's a steal.
That'd be a great deal if I didn't already have every Devil May Cry game.
Right. Wes with a 5. Interesting thing about VR device is Steam OS running on a mobile Snapdragon chipset and where that could go. Very nice. Thank you for the 5. Randall Hess with a membership. Thank you, Randall Hess. Report AFK Games with a 10. Here's money to not sing ever again, Leon.
Duly noted, but you need to send that money to me, not Hypno.
No, you send it to me. Anubis with a 2. Steam Cube, GPU, CPU, not changeable from what I read. Yeah, I think the main components are not changeable, obviously, but like the the RAM and the fucking hard drive and shit, that stuff is changeable, from what I understand. Rumble, we got Gray the Merchant with $1. My personal item that will sell like hotcakes is the controller, in my opinion. The controller is an instant sell to me. After upgrading my own PC, RAM demand is destroying my ass. Have to wait for it to get it.
See, I don't see like this works perfect. I bought this. It's plug and play with my PC. I've not needed to adjust anything ever for any game. Like, it's just an Xbox controller.
Yeah. I use an Xbox. I have a Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra Xbox controller.
It really depends what kind of gaming you do. Like, you get into your civilizations and your point and clicks like Monkey Island, stuff like that, then you kind of do want the trackpad, but otherwise you don't need it.
But see, out of curiosity, why would you want the trackpad? I guess there's pussies out there that don't use mouse and keyboard. That must just be it.
It's a hybrid thing, right? Like, I can have the controller, but then I can still drag and drop like I would on a mouse. It's a half measure. I like to play Civ with a mouse and keyboard for sure. I would never play with a controller.
Of course.
But you do run into situations with the Steam Deck where if you have it plugged in already to the TV, you just want to have it operating like that. Like, you can just use the controller trackpad instead of, PS5.
I think I've reserved my my play style, I guess you could say, for handhelds specifically to anything that is not FPS or like, relatively mouse heavy. For example, like I played Dragon Quest. I played the shit out of Dragon Quest Builders 2 on a Switch, but I started playing it on PC. I may as well just delete it from my Switch. I'm never playing it on the Switch again. Not because it runs better, but also because it just plays better. It's better with mouse and keyboard. We have control over where you're putting your your assets, your blocks and whatnot.
Yep.
It's a lot simpler. The same thing with shooters. You're not gonna, if you're playing a shooter with a fucking on a handheld, you're asking for the trouble. You're asking for all the smoke. Matter of fact, you're not just asking, you're welcoming it. And when it kicks your ass, that's on you. Now, if you happen to be really good at it, holy shit. But otherwise, I'm not playing handheld. I'm not using handheld for anything that is mouse keyboard intensive. RPGs are gonna go on the handheld.
Like I've been playing this game called Yuka and Laylee.
Ukulele?
And
I got it too.
You play it's just a classic platformer style, basically it's an N64 style game. I'm playing that for very obvious reasons. That's a controller game. I played Devil May Cry with a controller, but dude, I was playing Doom the other night. Playing Doom with a fucking mouse and keyboard. It's goddamn Doom. What are you doing?
Makes sense.
Basically.
I played most of my games 70% keyboard and mouse. So that's what I do. We got Grey the Merchant again for $1. Another selling point for PC user that Steam Machine offers is that you can customize it, like adding more software to fit your home needs, like emulators, streaming service, pirates, cough, etc., etc.
Also, by the way, completely unrelated, I tried Goat Simulator for the very first time a couple days ago. Goat Simulator 3 specifically. The game is fucking stupid fun. Playing that on mouse and keyboard as well. But
did that make you want to vote for Mamdani?
Too late. He's already in.
Had to add the violin in there. We got, let's see, let me scroll down. I think we're, Deadeye's Lock with $1. Teabag Skills Smash JT. Sounds about right. Format with $1. In case you need a reason to hate him, the annoying side character in Metroid looks like McLovin.
Yes, I see it now. Oh
Christopher
my God,
Mintz-Plasse. Oh man,
that's great.
I gotta look this thing up now. Hold on.
It's awful.
I want him to just show up. I want him to show up in front of Sam and she'd be like, "What up, gangsters?" I want.
Oh wait, so it's not even like you said Navi. So I was imagining like a little robot thing. Or
No, this is a full ass man in yellow spray painted armor that is quirky.
Oh,
not even quirky, just annoying.
This looks fucking rough.
Yeah,
I need to listen. I need to listen to the audio and whatnot because I could have a lot to say on this. Holy fuck! Because I was actually I think the box art for Metroid Prime 4 looks honestly kind of fucking dumb. But the game I thought looked great. But this is.
My opinion's been slowly degrading over time. Like, it'll still be fine. It'll still be fine. I saw that today and I was like, no.
This right here was it. This was it.
I hear amazing things about Dread. I haven't played through it yet, but I really want to.
It's fun as hell.
And last but not least, we got Pre-Dawn Corpse both on Rumble and on YouTube. He said, I'll read the Rumble one because it's longer. He says, RTU ate his daughter's eyes. He's fat. He's bald. He deleted his 1 million sub channel.
He's fat.
Thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpse. I appreciate that. Holy shit.
God. Based Kino enjoyers. I love it.
We got, oh my God, Old Man Cat at the last second, bro. Shout out to Old Man Cat.
Coming in hot.
Hey,
damn. Damn, 10 memberships. Thank you, Old Man Cat. And shout out to Mr. Rouge again earlier, man, for the 100 memberships. Unbelievable. Shout out to Mr. Rouge, man. I owe you a clip on Hypnocast. We don't play them here so that we can keep the show going, but you guys are legends, man. Thank you for that. We're going to go over gifted games, and then we're going to close out the show because we got some Sonic to play, man. Leon, what is this?
So at first I was a little worried because it says Hentai USSR. And I had to read the description. Lo and behold, I find out you play as a fucking anime waifu American who's a spy who's like trying to fuck up the USSR. So down with communism. This is the anti-communist.
You sure it's fuck up and not
Yeah, I was
fuck?
about to say by fucking the USSR.
Either way, I'm saying anti-communist anime game based. You'll have to see it. Shout out. Thank you. And then Angmar came in with Ghost Janitors, which I've never even heard of, which makes it sound like it implies I heard of the other one. I have not. Ghost Janitors, multiplayer psychological horror game, 1 to 4 players. Your job, cleaning haunted houses while avoiding terrifying monsters. I'm down. Shout out.
That sounds great.
That sounds actually really good.
Right up my alley. Thank you.
That's what I would hope Phasmophobia would have been. Like it's cool.
I got Phasmophobia vibes watching it. But like I played Phasmophobia, I like it, but it's not a game that like if other people say let's play it, I'll play it, but I won't ever volunteer to like host a game or whatnot.
Yeah,
you know,
basically
makes sense. Sheep.
I got from Anubis Hades, Hentai Military. It's a relaxing puzzle game with the theme of military and 24 unique sexy girls. Enjoy sexy girl pictures and relaxing music to complete the puzzle. That's nice. Time to go to the military, hentai style. Don't forget to take your girl with you. I will take my wife with me for certain. So,
oh my god, bro.
That.
These games are ridiculous.
They
Shout
are.
out to Anubis.
They're very funny.
USSR does in fact have achievements. Perfect.
Listen, Anubis, I'm gonna let you know this right now. You can go ahead and gift those at any point, and I will gladly hold on to them for the entire week until this show.
Anubis Hades says, repent to this nun, confess, she will help you if you click the play button. Hyper Hentai Sister Nun. The fuck is that?
Exactly.
Oh shit. And then Angmar WK.
Nice.
There it
Get
is.
to be Ghost Janitors. Well, there you go. Holy shit. Well, I guess because it is multiplayer. So that was
we'll have another game to play on SNH Plays.
And bro, seriously?
Oh, really? Oh shit.
That's awesome, man.
Dude,
that is great. I haven't played the second one yet. The first one's fucking.
Oh yeah, the first one
is amazing, bro.
Yeah,
it's what Square Enix should be doing with their AAA games, but they're not because they're too busy listening to fucking retards.
Well, Bravely Default was Square Enix too, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, I mean, like obviously, yeah. I guess in a way, yeah, sure.
In a way, yeah. I mean, like if they would have followed that formula too, because Bravely was fun to sell.
Yeah. Yo, Old Man Cat, man. Shout out to you guys, man. Angmar, Nubis, thank you guys so much. This is legendary, bro. Holy shit. I appreciate that. Old Man Cat. And then we got Pre-Dawn the Corpse. Jesus Christ. With a 2 with the crab emojis and the RTU Deep Throat. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let me check Rumble. We're good everywhere. We're good. All right, guys. This was an awesome fucking stream. Lots of fun. For those of you that are unaware, we're going to be playing Sonic Crossworlds Racing that I think Smash JT just like bitched out on, unfortunately, because
what?
He sent me a message being like, my vagina hurts after that. I need to like go hang out with my wife or something.
It's fucking cool. We're not even going for another 45 minutes. He's been gone for an hour.
We got like almost an hour.
An hour ago to eat dinner.
I don't know. He was apologizing for interrupting, getting in his feelings and shit. You know, his vagina hurts. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I'll talk him out of it. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Sonic Crossworlds Racing. So I'll be rating over on Hypnotic Gaming Live, but Leon will also be live. And Sheep, are you going live or are you just hanging out? Are you even playing?
I for some reason I can't get the game to run as smoothly online as I can offline, which is interesting to me.
I know you were talking about lag last time. Yeah.
Yeah, it lags. Sonic is a game, especially a racing game. It's a game about speed, and when the frames drop, you just kind of lose that the wind in your sails. You're just like, man, I can't do another fucking cup after this. Fuck this. So I just I played a little bit at the beginning of the week to try to get my some more like fucking basically some more parts and shit. But yeah, I did what I could.
All right, well, if you can try, if not, then it is what it is. But we would love to have you. We're gonna go play that, so we're gonna raid over Hypnotic Gaming Live, and Kato will be there as well. assuming he doesn't have like a headache or something.
Fucking mic fixed.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. All right, boys. Let's do our outros. Starting with our special guest, Melee. Thank you again for hanging out with us and sticking it out all the way to the end, longer than the fucking regulars.
Hey,
Apparently.
yo, sticking it out. What?
Hey, it was fun. Thank you so much for having me, guys. And yeah, it was a great time. I'm Melee K, one half of Melee Games, and we just do chaos and random crap over on our channel. We talk a lot of games, we play a lot of games, we suffer a lot. That's kind of the scope of it. We have our Melee Games Awards coming up December 19th. If you guys want to tune in, you can actually vote in it. So we do have a form on our Twitter pinned in our link tree. You can vote in that. You don't have to be a part of our community to know what those games are. Feel free to vote and have fun with it. But otherwise, yeah, this was a great time. Thank you guys so much for having me. And yeah. I wish I was joining for Sonic. I want to join for. If I didn't have this award show as building, I would totally join for Sonic. And to answer Leon, I haven't bought it yet because I am one of those kart racer haters with Sonic because I feel like he should just be running like Sonic R.
Did you know the game addresses that?
Wait, does?
He's too
there's
bad.
There's literally a cutscene in the game where I think it's Big the Cat's all like, hey, shouldn't you be running? And Sonic goes, well, I feel like I need to give everybody else a chance, so I'm gonna call it.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that makes it even better.
Awesome. That's exactly what I told my my supervisor because he said no, they should all be running. I was like, Sonic, every single character in Sonic is too fast for cars. It's supposed to be cars. Let them have the cars.
In the cartoon, he races Sam in his NASCAR vehicle. It's possible. It can happen. Yeah. That's why I'm a hater when it comes to that. I will be buying the game eventually, so it's not. I'm not going to miss out on the game.
It's so fun, and like all the microtransactions, DLCs, and shit, it's not there. It's not there. Everything's unlockable. It's like a classic game. It's unlockable.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing, man. It's just unlocking car parts. Literally, that's all I've been doing.
Oh my God, you guys are telling me on it more.
It's really good.
Even if you can't join this week, you're more than welcome to join. Whenever it's all good.
Oh,
you can hang out with us.
We're gonna.
You're okay in our books, even though a lot of people probably hate you for hanging out with us, but it's all good.
I'm sure people will yell at me after this for being here.
You bigot.
I'm sure. Well, tell them they can come on the show too.
Yeah, exactly.
But thank you, and mods, please make sure to drop Melee K's channel in the chat. It's also in the description box below. Consider checking it out. Leon, take it away.
Yeah, dude, great show, awesome as always. Thank you. I am very, very hyped to see where all the Steam stuff goes. As for me, videos and streams every day. Tomorrow, I've got a video coming out. Me and Indie Andrew over at the Riververse, my boy Andrew. We had a very long discussion about the future of Square Enix and Japanese games as a whole. So that video will be going up tomorrow, and then on the gaming channel. Check that out. We do videos, and of course, that's what the stream's going to be. So I'll be streaming on my channel when we play Sonic as well. Plus, we got a video coming out about the Korean Gamergate that had to do with feminists saying Korean men have small dicks, and that led into a wild escalation that makes our Gamergate look like nothing.
Wait, repeat that again.
So there is a Korean Gamergate in about 2015 or so that almost nobody knows about because fucking Korea, right? South Korea. It all started with like feminists in Korea claiming that Korean dudes have small dicks and that games were putting in like psychological hints and like agreeing with the feminists, and it blew up into this massive deal to like you had convenience stores getting brought into it and getting shut down for like running posters that happen to maybe have hand symbols. It's crazy. It's insane. Video coming out about that on the gaming channel tomorrow. You've got to watch it. It is bananas.
I'm glad I'm not Korean.
I have. Yeah, I need to look into that. That's too good to not look into. Oh my God.
Video drops tomorrow. It's gonna be insane. So
give me a fucking time, bro. I gotta know when it's
7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central time.
Cool. Bet.
I gotta see that.
That's funny.
We got one more. A Reap with a 2. I love Melee Games fanfics, especially the one on Hypno.
There's not one yet, but now someone's gonna do it, guaranteed.
Probably.
Oh shit! What?
Speaking of fanfics, man, did you see that anime from Furious Dan?
No.
Me versus Dr. Disaster. Bro, it was
the dude that wears like the gas mask and stuff.
Yeah, the gas mask guy.
Really fast. I'm gonna show it really fast, and then we'll get out of here. After Sheep's outro, we got fuck. Why is it not showing? Jesus Christ! Come on. Where is the Oh my God! Why is it not? Seriously?
Sure.
Oh, here we go. It's so weird. Usually they put it at the top on StreamYards, but it wasn't. Check this out. Middle Finger Production is ridiculous, by the way.
I love it.
Finally,
With the power of the Z-Sphere, I will bring true disaster to this pathetic planet.
Dr. Disaster, your reign of terror ends now. The Z-Sphere belongs...
You stand before a god of destruction!
Goddamn right, I won the beam battle. Fuck
Damn,
it.
bro, it's the void beam. That's crazy.
Dude,
AI is
that
getting
shit-
really good. Holy.
It's getting
AI is
dangerously good.
It is
dangerously
getting
good.
super bro. They
Hey,
should have
Shot,
never.
thanks for the sub.
They should have never given me who is it? Elon Musk should have never allowed me access to AI. I am becoming exceptionally diabolical.
Seriously. Same here. All right, Sheep, do your outro.
Not much outside of go and watch my streams. Currently playing through Code Vein. The game is fun as hell. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes Saturdays if I can. If we're not doing SNH plays, which I'm more than likely gonna be jumping in because I like shit talking all the time. Anyway, again, the manga of the week is Demons of the Shadow Realm. Sorry, Demons of the Shadow Realm.
I think that's why
Volume
you're
3.
good.
Thank you, but
Doctor,
I'm a little fried right now. But go ahead and pick this up. It's a good read, and that's my outro. Go read manga.
Oh yeah. Weenie for Sweeney, you got the wrong doctor, bro. This is Dr. Disaster, is not Dr. Disrespect, but it's all good, man. I saw that comment, I'm like, wait, what? And I realized what he was saying. I was like, no, man.
You know the difference. You know the difference between Dr. Disaster and the two-time real quick. Like,
yeah, but it's all good. Anyway, all right, boys. Join us over for SNH Plays over on Hypnotic Gaming Live. We're gonna raid over there right now. Aside from that, every day, you already know, Sunday through Friday, HypnoCast, 9 p.m. Eastern, Griffcast, 5 p.m. Eastern. We're currently playing through Dying Light the Beast. Awesome game so far. Love it. We're going to continue that and complete that game. And then after that, we'll be playing Ninja Gaiden. And then after that, who knows? I don't know. We'll see. All right. See you over on SNH Plays. Until then, you guys already know, go be bigots, go be gooners. Have a great night. And thank you, everybody, for liking, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, and the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you can't.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
The dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in Major Jack. Fucking Yellowstone, put a ticket in Major Jack. Fuck Major Jack, put a ticket in Major Jack. It means put a chicken in the queen and Major fucking Jack. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring light. I bring light.